My name's Connor. Like Josie said, my pronouns are he, him. I'm gonna be your GM today. But let me introduce the rest of the cast, starting with, let's see, on the stream immediately to my left is Elliot.
Hi, you can call me Elliot because that's my name. I use he, they pronouns. And should we go over our characters now or hold off?
I was just gonna introduce everybody, character-wise, I guess. After, we'll do character introductions in a second. We'll just if you just want to,
So I use he, they pronouns, and I am the producer / creator of Infinity City, where Connor and JPG are allowing me to host their Eastwind story, and you should go check that out when you get a chance.
Okay, yeah, and then immediately to the left of Elliot is Kemma. Kemma, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name's Kemma, based out of Oahu, Hawaii. I'm born and raised. I am relatively new to content creation, and I am just happy to be here. I've only played Masks once, so I'm here to be the quintessential thorn in everybody's side.
Well, I speaking for myself and for everybody else, we're happy to have you here.
Very much so.
Thank you.
The party.
Yeah. Okay, and so immediately to the left of Kemma, by virtue of going all the way across and then down, is the person I'm going to introduce next, JPG.
That was your way to explain where I was on the grid?
I could have simplified and just said right immediately beneath me, but I had to go further left.
So hi everyone, I'm JPG. I'm a pop culture educator and consultant. I am a Masks player for Eastwind under the Infinity City line. I am a player for Nerds on a Roll as the Steel Spectre, and I'm a player for Moon Harbor Heroes as the Blade of Sorrows, and another character that's a secret coming up as well, too. So yeah, please cast me in your Masks APs.
Yeah, because JPG is a delight to be around.
Oh god, don't build me up before anything happens, man.
I mean, he's awful, but you're going to be slowly, it's going to be slowly revealed to you that in fact he's way, way better than awful.
On the bottom of the screen, that's going to be my consulting firm Intermyth. I am into pop culture consulting, and and then there was another thing. Oh, and my pronouns are going to be he, him.
All right. Okay, so immediately to the left of JPG, but still further to the left of me, is Nika.
My name is Nika. My pronouns are they, he. I'm from the Infinity City podcast as well, where I play Technojack, and I'm a comic artist and author and a visual artist, and I'm just really into TTRPGs, and I've never done anything like this before. Happy to be here. Yay!
Yeah. And so finally, the last person to the left of me is Rose. If you want to introduce yourself.
We're so far apart, Connor.
I know. Yeah, basically a mile.
On opposite sides of the screen.
Yeah.
And the world.
Yeah, and also like most of the country, but.
Hi everyone, I'm Rose. I use she, her pronouns. I am a voice actor, content creator, general nerd, hoping to be a professional nerd at some point in my life. I would love that. And I'm a Moon Harbor kid, Moon Harbor hero.
Yes.
And I also am from the Quellbar realm. Which is another organization that is helping out with this stream. And I just, I like dogs, and
dogs are good.
And that pretty much sums me up. I'm a dog person.
Yeah. That is the perfect summation, I think. I don't know much about Rose, but I do know she's a dog person. Okay, so we're all going to be playing masks, and we're all going to introduce our characters here in just a second. But first, I was going to go over our safety tools. So we'll be using lines and veils and the X card. So, and I'll go over what those are. Lines, if something falls under a person's line, then it just absolutely does not exist in this world. And then veils are some things that can exist in the world, but if a scene were to call for them, will fade to black or cut away. Anything to not like draw narrative focus to it as an element of the story. And then the X card is for any player, including the GM. If at any time they ever feel too uncomfortable, they can just say X, type X into chat, DM me X. And what that means is that the scene is over, no questions asked. We move on to the next thing. A game isn't a place where we have to resolve our traumas. So if we're forced to confront them, we can just throw them away and move on to something else and have fun. That being said, let me take a look at our lines and veils here. So under lines, we have violence towards children and pets, and then death of mothers. And under veils, we have consensual sex, drug use, and cancer. So that can always change. We can always add anything else if anybody ever feels uncomfortable. But for now, that's what we got, and that's how we're going to treat that stuff. Let's move on to actually introducing these characters. We don't really have we're not really doing a complete session 0 or anything. You all have mostly created your characters. But there is some stuff that we haven't done yet, and I just want to do that real quick if we can. So if everyone wants to introduce their characters, I think rather than going in variants of people that are to the left of me, I think we'll just go across the character keeper left to right. So we'll still be moving left. I just read a very specific way, I guess. But yeah, so if we want to look at the character keeper, and if you just want to introduce your character to the stream and to the rest of the group, JPG, starting with Lancer, since you're the first one.
All right, so I am Lancer, whose real name is Leo de Armas. He is playing the Soldier playbook, and his power is he has contract-based superpowers. So he gets assigned a contract, and anytime that he is assigned a contract, you can assign him a random superpower. From there, if he completes the contract, he actually gets to send that power home, back to his home island of the Philippines, and I based him off of overseas Filipino workers. And so today's power, I think, Connor, are we going to be talking about that in chat right now, or should we? Or are we talking about that? Yeah,
we can talk about it right now. Yeah, I'm totally open to that.
My contract superpower this session is going to be mini contracts from my team. So you could literally tell me anything and give me a superpower, and I will be using the superpower in the stream today. So literally, it could be as innocuous as, hold my hand real quick, and then I get a superpower, and as long as I do it, I get to send it back home.
Very cool. And yeah, it can be just small handshake deals instead of full legalese contracts. Which I do love.
What kind of powers can we give him?
Literally
if
anything.
You hold my hand, you can fly.
Yeah, but once I hold your hand, I lose the power itself, right? So you can fly until you hold my hand. Does that make sense? Yeah, because I have to complete the contract in order, and I can use the power until I complete the contract.
Exactly. So yeah, so think of jobs that you want Lancer to do. Let's see. We'll do the relationship connection questions after we introduce each other, and then we'll hand out influence, and then we can do when the team first came together. Although it's not necessary. Totally, I think for this one shot, we'll see how we're doing time wise. But yeah, let's move on to Copper, played by Rose.
So Copper is the outsider. She uses she, her pronouns. She looks like a human, but made of copper. And she has glowing eyes, and she wears like she's the Outsiders. She's an alien, so she doesn't really like understand human fashion, I think. And so she has it's very, you know how nowadays in the store you can find something from every decade has it's like come back in some way or another. She doesn't understand how to like match things from the different eras. So like she probably wears like a scrunchie but also like fishnets. You know? Like she just doesn't understand how to match styles or colors probably. And other than that, she would wear like her people have like basically like a uniform, like a armor type of thing that is made out of their bodies, that like they just like click a button on their wrist and it like
Armor
forms into
plates.
they're normal. They're already made of metal, but it forms into like something that looks cool.
Combat mode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's see. She has pheromone control and stunning beauty, as well as density control, are her powers, which I think means she has just the vibe of someone you want to follow around.
I'm so dumb. Copper is probably a magnetic alloy. Maybe it's like a magnetism
Yeah, I
thing,
think she
but
literally
more,
has magnetism.
but like between like living creatures, maybe.
Mm-hmm. This is kind of loosely based off of like my own version. If anybody's seen Steven Universe, like how the crystal gems are all like born out of rocks in planets, because the planet that she came from, the people are born out of the metals in the planet.
So cool.
So she's here on Earth to see like what the resources are like. But these guys are kind of, we're on Earth, right?
Yeah.
As an alien, you know, she's on
Easy to lose track. The universe is a big place. This one's Earth. It's like you know, when you go through like anywhere on a road trip and you're like, which town
once
is
you've been on the planet for a while, you start to forget which planet you're on.
exactly.
So she I think the language that her people speak is actually just that hideous sound of like metal scraping on other metal.
Oh my god.
But she just calls it Metallica because she thinks it sounds cool.
So good. I love
is
that.
the planet that she's from. Because that's the kind of music that sounds the most like her language.
So would you say that Metallica rocks?
Yes, you would say that. And she wouldn't get it, but she would be like, yes, it does rock on Metallica. There are lots of rocks.
She's still trying to like, yeah.
And yeah, so her name obviously isn't really Copper, but you know, people were like, "Oh, you look like a copper penny," and she was like, yes, sure, that works."
Copper Penny is my name. That's accurate. I am Copper Penny. Let's see. Okay, so moving on to our next character and the character keeper, Elliot. Do you want to introduce us to your character?
Sure. So I am going to be playing a girl by the name of Fractal. She is from the Reclaimers line in Infinity City, but she hasn't technically shown up yet. But it's okay, because timelines are weird. She is the magical protege of Dr. Phantasma, who is essentially Infinity City's Doctor Strange. He lives in a castle outside of time and space. So you can pretty much get the general vibe based off of that, I think. She looks mostly like a basic white girl, long brown hair pulled back, except her eyes look like stained glass windows. So, like, they're multicolored, have the cracks across them, all of that jazz. She wears, like, a white cloak over whatever clothes she's wearing, and usually has the hood pulled up so you don't see much of her. And she does a lot of magic. She would be the Nova, but she's been hopping across timelines to hone her powers. And as a result, she doesn't always know which timeline or reality she's in at any given moment. So very similar to Mantis, she's going to be doing a lot of, oh, is this the timeline where you're good? Is this the one where you're evil? Is this the one where everybody has hot dogs for fingers? That type of stuff.
Cursed timeline.
Well, only if you hate hot dogs, I guess. Now, the hot dog fingers are regenerating, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So,
I don't really like hot dogs that much, so maybe it would be fine. It would just be like having normal fingers.
yeah, well, yeah, for the people who don't like hot dogs, it's like you don't have to eat your fingers, but you can.
If they have the consistency of hot dogs, you're not going to be able to do anything with them.
Fair point.
You know
I
what?
want to talk about it.
We'll figure it out as we go.
It'll be great for hot dog slapping someone. you
Yeah,
know?
like screw
Like,
it. Yeah, we'll do it live. Screw it.
Non-bony hot dog. Oh no, never mind.
I did not mean to
Boneless hot
completely
dogs.
derail us.
You know how you can slap someone with a hot dog?
No.
Yeah, who doesn't? Up next is Nika. If you want to introduce us to your character.
Yeah, today I am playing Impulse Caliber, who is who uses the newborn playbook and any and all pronouns. They are an android, basically. I haven't had time to draw this character yet, so I'm not sure what kind of android, but like really clearly a robot. Think about like Aegis from Persona 3 or something like that. Like a robot who just also happens to be a teenager.
Somebody who's like, oh yeah, this is definitely a robot. Like, this is not a human kid. This is a robot teenager, which is a thing.
And they will use any and all pronouns because it's a thing they just found out about, so they want to try everything. And what their abilities are basically very basic robot abilities: super durability and strength, and sonic bursts. They are really fast and can shoot compressed air out of their fingers or something like that. I made this character up yesterday. They're real.
Rusting. I get
Yes. And what else? Well, Impulse Caliber is just really happy to be here. You know how the newborn has a blank slate, which means they have like 2 lessons they will always try to embody. Their lessons are, I will always try my best to understand everybody else, and I am not a human, but I am a person.
Ooh, those are some good lessons. I do love that. Do you want to tell us? Because I when I saw this, I did love it. Do you want to tell us what Marty stands for?
Yeah, their real name is Marty Wright, and Marty stands for Mach 5 Robotic Tactical Youngster.
I love that so much.
That's a great name.
Originally, one of my friends suggested that Marty would stand for Mayonnaise Annihilating Robot Thing, you know? Which I was really close to using.
I mean, choices, it's hard.
Yeah, I also would have struggled because those are both very good. I do wish I had a robot whose job was to just annihilate mayonnaise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Okay, and then finally, Kemma, if you would introduce us to your character.
Hi. So my character's name is Kioninalu, and their superhero form is going to be known as Kiai Kamen. Hawaiian-based hero, but strongly influenced by my love of tokusatsu heroes, Kamen Rider specifically. Kiainalu, or Kiai Kamen, as the name suggests, is that sort of Kamen Rider base, using the legacy playbook as a sort of base for it. Their abilities currently are Divine Armor and Mystic Might. And as anybody that's seen Power Rangers or anything would know, that's the basics of basically transformation. And that is what I'm going for.
Everybody
I
on
love
this
that.
team's so hot.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to. Okay, so I have to tell on us. So Kem and I met yesterday in the chat for the Corvids line stream, but now we have a separate chat just nerding out about Tokusatsu stuff.
Yes, good.
That's the way to live life. It really is.
Look, if there's one thing I've learned, it's people in that fandom are just instantly best friends with each other.
100%, we're instantly best friends.
I can say analogously, like SpongeBob is the same way. Most of my adult friendships have been formed through SpongeBob quotes, so so I understand.
A lot of my adult friendships have been formed by Digimon fandom. So.
Oh my god.
I do love that. I love that for all of us. Incredible.
Oh my goodness. I love
Oh
this.
my god.
This is a good group.
Oh
It
god,
really
this is gonna
is.
be strong. Oh, hey, by the way, I did want to mention in for everybody in the chat right now, thank you so much for the donations so far. We are actually almost
Wow.
halfway of hitting our goal right now. So
Holy
keep
cow.
those coming in, because the more donations we get, like the more ridiculous things I will do on this stream. So
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Are we making pacts of stuff that we'll do if we get to our goals?
I mean, if people put stuff in the chat,
Do whatever you want. I will dance for money.
it's for a good cause.
I think literally Lancer's power is to form up contracts.
Yeah, right.
So,
So I'm making
yeah.
contracts with everyone today.
yeah. I think I'd be hard pressed to say no to a contract with a viewer.
If
So
Lancer was the star playbook, he would be like, if I get so and so many likes, I can.
Influencer. Amazing.
Okay, let's see. So next up, I want to figure out how these characters connect to each other. So I am operating under the presumption that if we don't have enough time to figure out when the team first came together, we're just gonna assume that all your characters have done like hero stuff together, like canonically. But we might have enough time because we're going really fast. I always appreciate that. So let's figure out relationships. So Masks has, during character creation, 2 relationship questions for your characters. It's your job to answer those questions, and if you can't, then we can throw it to group discussion and figure it out with each other's help. But yeah, let's go back to the character keeper order, starting with Lancer. If you want to give us your first relationship question.
First relationship question is. Oh wait, do I have those? Oh no.
Oh yeah. This character keeper does not auto-populate them. I'm sorry, I should have.
Oh, that's okay. I gotta look it up then.
Up if you guys want me to read them out loud.
I
have
got
the playbooks
it.
pulled up.
Oh, nice.
Give me one
Want me to
second.
drop that in there?
Yeah, you might want to drop it on our personal chat just so everybody can see. I have them all
Yeah,
saved
good.
on my Google Drive like a friggin' nerd.
Okay, I just put the soldiers in for
Thank you,
the
madam.
character keeper.
All right.
Oh no, that didn't work.
No.
There we go.
It's okay. Yeah, I got it. Okay, so relationship number 1. Blank is crucial to the long-term success of Aegis. Technically, I actually work for Taxama, which is our Aegis in this. So, blank is crucial to the long-term success of Taxama. Try to think of like S.H.I.E.L.D. I must protect them. I think, you know what? Let me see. Kemma, how do you pronounce Common's first part of their name again?
Oh, regular name or the hero title?
Hero name.
Kiai.
Kiai Common, for sure. I have to protect. As another potential recruit to an AAPI group, like I have to protect them at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, as somebody who doesn't know enough about Kamen Rider, do they have like largely mystical power? Is it like Magic Power Rangers essentially?
I could turn this into a TED Talk.
TED Talk is covered.
I love this.
So every season has a different gimmick. They all have these devices or belt buckles and things like that, which help them transform. Some of the gimmicks have ranged from, and it sounds weird because it is, like time machine trains to one of the Kamen Riders straight up died in the very first episode, and their whole season is just them as a ghost, like taking on the spirits of luminaries.
Oh God!
Dang, I'm learning something about myself, which is I need to get into Kamen Rider, obviously. That sounds very cool. I knew about the train thing. I did not know that they were time travel trains. I had seen like a video of the train thing though. But God, that's holy cow. Okay.
Time traveling trains are the best trains.
Yeah, so I can see why Magic Shield would be interested in keeping Kia Kamen safe, because their powers are probably.
Hey, Kemma, by the way, how to say younger sibling in Hawaiian? Is that Kaikana by any chance?
Kaikana?
Yeah.
It could. I only speak a little bit of.
Oh, just a little bit? I just looked it up, and it's younger sibling is supposed to be Kaikana on that one. I might be throwing that in if that's cool with you.
That's absolutely fine.
Okay, cool. All right.
Oh my gosh.
I'm also like 85 years old. Like, I'm always like 15 years older than everybody on our teams, like just in real life. So I'm just going to assume that I'm older than you at this point.
Yeah. JPG, your emotional maturity is what matters.
Appreciate that, thank you.
But yeah. Physically, you're no. Let's see. You're not old. You'll live forever. You have to actually. Anyways, let's see. So the next relationship question is going to come from Copper.
My question is, you've been learning about Earth by spending time with blank. I kind of think it would be really interesting if this was Marty, because it'd be like the blind leading the blind. Like,
I love
just
this.
like I kind of love this idea that she's learning. They're learning together. Like, they've been learning about humanity together.
Each day, you're both like, today, this is something new I learned about humans. They're really weird, and also they wear shoes on the beach. Who knew?
We have like human study group going on.
Yeah.
I love that. That's all fantastic. Okay. Next
also,
up.
I'm sorry. One other
No,
thing
you're
I was
fine.
gonna say is that I feel like Copper would know that you can learn a lot about people by the things that they create.
Ooh, I love that.
So maybe there's like an underlying part of that, but mostly the other thing.
That's so interesting. Next up, we do have Fractal. So Elliot, if you want to give us your character's first relationship question.
Okay, so my first one, which is actually my second one, but it was easier to answer. I talked to JPG about this a little bit earlier, and it's your mentor is cautious. They asked you to keep an eye on Lancer, because Dr. Phantasma works outside of time and space and rules, and Taksama is literally enforcing magical rules. There's a little bit of conflict there, to say the least.
I love that. That's I think that this is going to be very cool.
That doesn't affect how hot Fractal thinks I am, though, right? Like,
no.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, yeah. After that, we have Impulse Caliber. If you want to give us, yeah.
blank is an exemplary human. They show you around and tell you how things work. Well, the only like normal humans in our group are Lancer and Kiai Kamen. So it's probably one of you guys.
One of the two that have like human experiences.
Yeah, like
That's fair.
Needs it.
yeah, overrated.
Easy for you two to say. Like literally, it's very easy.
Can it just be both of us? It's just like you have human study group with Copper,
Mhm.
Oh
and then
my
you have
gosh.
like human practicals with me and Kakana over there.
Yeah.
That's so
Like-
good.
Today I wanted to see if humans actually will always slip on banana peels. I placed one in front of them.
It didn't work. What can I say? Didn't work this time. Still not convinced. They have to have a
Mhm.
function. Why else would they be everywhere? Banana peels are everywhere.
Oh no.
I
That's
know.
the real villain, banana peels.
You're all learning a deep dark secret about me. I live in a house made of banana peels. Anyways, yeah, constantly slipping everywhere. Next up, our first relationship question from Kia E. Common.
So the first relationship question, I think this is it. Because you once got caught doing something that shames your legacy with blank. Just off of your personalities, I don't think.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I'm sorry. That's my B.
Oh, okay.
The page didn't load as fast. I'm so sorry about that, Kemma.
Okay. Just off of personalities, I don't think I would know how to really translate this because none of your characters seem like any of them would do anything shameful in any way.
Lancer has done some shameful things that I've witnessed, but they were always fun.
I think I
No.
might just.
I don't know if it's like necessarily shames, but I could be your person for this one if you want me to.
I mean, I was gonna say I don't think that Copper has an understanding of shame. So like
Yes.
she doesn't feel shame. Which I feel like would make it possible for her to do something shameful with you without any semblance of remorse.
I think how I might want to do this just so that I don't thrust the idea of shame on anyone because this is just strange all on its own. I think how I'm going to translate this is I did something that my legacy didn't like, and one of you were just caught in the crossfire of it. So I think what I might do is I'll say that Kiai was with Fractal and trying to learn about her, all of her mentors and figuring out the comparison between my legacy and her mentor.
That
And
works
by-
for me for sure.
By doing that, it seemed like I was ungrateful for my legacy.
Oh, that is very good.
Whoa, that you just like blew
Nice.
my mind a little bit there. That's so good. Dang. I'm genuinely envious that I've never had an idea that good before, actually. Let's move back to the top of the order with Lancer again. What's your second relationship question?
Oh, this has to be Fractal all the way. Fractal isn't always thrilled with the way Aegis handles things. I've come to value their critiques, even if I don't agree with them.
Oh, for sure.
That tracks. That's all completely on brand for both of you. That's so good. Okay. Next up, then that was a fast one. Let's go to Copper's second relationship question.
Mine is you have a crush on blank, but you keep it under wraps. I need to know who's comfortable with that.
Oh yeah.
Rose, you know my goal is to always play your boy. I literally only got to join Moon Harbor because I played one of Rose's characters'
I want to
boyfriends.
see what happens if we reverse it. But I just, does anybody else want to? Is anybody else dying to be the object of Copper's affection? Because otherwise, I think I'll pick Lancer. Because JPG and I know we're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
You already looks like you guys have such a great chemistry already. It would be a shame to get in the way of that.
It's like 90% Rose. It's just 90% Rose.
I'm
Oh,
already-
wait until you see JPG. When JPG and I did this in the past, my character was so awkward she didn't know how to put on moves. But let's see if I can.
This
be the
is gonna
flirty
be
one now.
Oh, yeah. We'll play
so
opposite.
much, so good. I'm already.
As a big fan of Moon Harbor, I very much want you all to play love interests to each other.
Yeah.
Well, that's the we're always forever and ever.
Yes, this is literally the
Sorry.
thing.
That's
Yes.
my type. JPG's love interest.
Across dimensions, because Moon Harbor and Infinity City exist within the same cinematic universe of all Masks APs. But yeah, this is some Into the Spider-Verse stuff. Next up, we have Fractal for your final relationship question.
So my other one is you and Blank teamed up a few times before the rest of you came together, and I think that makes sense for Kiai Common, based off of our previous relationship question.
I love this because you both interact with this space of magic, independent of the way that Lancer does, and so it's like all the magic heroes know each other because magic is it connects us all. That's very good, actually. Okay. Masterful. Yeah. Again, think you all are killing it. I love all these characters so much. We're going to have to do more than just a one-shot, Elliot. Anyways, I'm not going to make you commit to that on stream. Or
How many podcasts can I edit?
Exactly, yeah. Let's find the limit now. Next up is Impulse Caliber, your final relationship question.
The behavior of Blank confuses you again and again. You're determined to understand humanity better by studying them. I think this would be Fractal, because I think her whole deal about the timelines and such confuses Marty a lot.
Don't worry, it confuses her too.
You can't keep track of the person who can't keep track of herself. I get it. I love that. Okay, and then finally, we've got Kia E. Commons' final relationship question.
The final one is you trust Blank and told them an important secret about your legacy. And we have two heroes that are very inquisitive about things. But I've been trying to keep up with this net of relationships they have going on right now, because I want to try to evenly disperse it. I don't know.
There's a lot of potential here for a lot of fun.
It is.
Oh, I think it's gotta be Impulse Caliber for sure.
Yeah,
I was thinking so.
Because Impulse Caliber has that sort of newborn innocence that all of the other jaded teenagers who are very edgy in their own ways won't have.
Marty is baby. We protect at all costs.
Yeah. Marty is not just the baby that you can protect, but also the person that you can trust because they're a guileless robot.
Honestly, that's how I feel about Nika in real life. So
I was actually thinking about it.
Love and protect Impulse Caliber.
That's right.
I actually was a common writer that had this. I don't know if any of you remember, and I might be dating myself, but those early 2000s robot dog toys.
I love those.
There was a common writer that actually had confided all of their secrets into their pet robot dog.
Oh my god!
I'm not saying that Marty is the robot dog, but
Marty is the robot friend that has the
go.
personality of a puppy. I get it. As a person who has often been compared to having the personality of a puppy, I get it.
Kemma, I was 50 years old when those things came out, so.
JPG,
I'm not gonna face my mortality on stream.
Oh my god. This is so good already. I love everything we're doing immediately. Okay, let's see. we've got 15 minutes left. To me, that sounds like enough to run when the team first came together. I normally like obsess with the order of these questions, but we don't have to. I'm just gonna go through and see if I can figure this out real quick based off your playbooks. But I think it might be interesting to answer Lancer's question first. When the team first came together, actually, if you've got it pulled up, JPG, I'm tabbing through, but I know I'll find it.
Yeah, I gotcha. 1 second. And when the team first came together, our victory secured an important resource for Texama. What was it? I think it was the potential to get our foot in the door in order to recruit Kiai Kamen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So now I think we've built a good rapport and a good relationship, and now like it's like, hey, but like we give free medical dental vision, and like it's just like the hard pitch every time.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah. I do love this. So the first mission that brought you all together was one that like
I would say like I'm literally here to just like try and recruit them.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so good. Okay. That fits really well. So whatever you all did, it was something that was that like for Taxama was probably just like a byproduct of getting an introduction to Kia E Common, which means that Kia E Common would have been the first person fighting it, probably. Like Texama sent Lancer there, right? To like go make the hard pitch. So let's go to Kia E Common for the next question. Do you have it pulled up?
Yes. Let's see. All things considered, we did well and impressed an established hero. Was it? I'm new to this universe. I don't know how that works.
You can totally just make something up.
Yeah, just make up a hero. Yeah.
I'll just say that it was.
Do you have an analog for a superhero that you'd like it to be like?
It's all Toku all the time, maybe.
Okay.
Like,
Did you watch Gokaiger by any chance? Yeah, okay. So we should just make like
an Aqua Red.
I was thinking an Aqua Red, or just like making like a Captain Marvelous like stand-in.
I'm so down with that.
Okay, cool. All right. So this is a hard reference, and I'm really glad that I'm a friggin' Toku nerd with you right now. So Captain
Fabulous.
So it's gonna be Captain Fabulous, 100% for sure. That's gonna be the name of them.
What an amazing name!
They are they're a transforming a transforming hero type, and and they're basically like a mimic. They can just mimic whatever powers you have, because that was the whole basis of Gokaiger, that they could actually transform into other rangers from past seasons.
Oh, God,
use their abilities
so cool.
and their weapons.
Yep. Yeah. So they're 100% a mimic.
There happens to be a Kamen Rider that does the exact same thing. Kamen Rider Decade.
It's literally in back of you.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, this would be a bad analog because Kamen Rider Decade happened to be the bad guy of his story.
Nah, Captain Fabulous is the name, not a bad guy. Just super cool. Just a pirate all the time.
Ooh, look for them in mainline Infinity City for sure.
Yeah, Elliot, you can't just. Yeah, that's the amazing. So good. So I think if we impressed Captain Fabulous, then the person that we were fighting was probably Captain Fabulous's chief nemesis, who was almost certainly doing something magical related that Kia E was fighting against. And then that is going to take us to our next magical hero, because if one magical person's there, then there's another magical person there. That's just how it works. Let's go with Fractal's when our team first came together question.
When our team first came together, we stuck together after all was said and done. Why and how do we keep in contact? So it's a little bit messy, but since Lancer is interested in Kia Common and Fractal doesn't trust Lancer, Fractal is, I think, like the devil on their shoulder to JPG's angel. And also, just like in general, Fractal sees the potential in Copper and Impulse Caliber and is like, okay, we're gonna stick together as a team. I need to keep eyes on all of you. You all have such amazing potential. I'm not sure if I'm in the right timeline where you're all gonna be great heroes, but I'm gonna make it happen.
Oh, that's very good. I'm a major fan of all of this. So Fractal definitely kept this team together. But somebody was like born out of this inciting incident. So let's go to Impulse Caliber to find out more.
Yeah, the team discovered you during the incident. Thanks to them, you reached the outside world and helped in the fight. Where and how did they find you? Who gave you your first nickname? Well, I've written my backstory in a way that I was created by a professor who like wanted to make a good superhero. So like maybe this was like kind of planned to be my debut.
Oh, interesting. Okay, yeah, so
or something like that.
I love that. Okay, so I haven't told you all this, but I do know who it is that you fought because I made a promise at the start of us coming together in this live stream channel that I would deliver on vampires. So I absolutely am. Kind of. You were all fighting the magical villainous Van Helsings. She can magically turn sound into hard light constructs. She's also involved in a whole bunch of other magical stuff, but she's not actually related to the fictional vampire hunter. But like she has like a lot of vampire friends who said like, hey, that's a pretty cool name. I mean, also Van Helsing fictionally tried to kill a bunch of us, but it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so you fought against the villainous Van Helsings. I want to know more about maybe why you all didn't cooperate so well at first while you were fighting her. And to that, we'll turn to Copper for your when our team first came together story.
When our team first came together, we didn't trust each other at first, but that changed. How and why? I'm thinking maybe this wasn't actually the first time we'd all met. Maybe we had a failed hero attempt before.
Oh, but this is the time it stuck? That's very good.
Like or maybe it sounds like there's a lot of conflicting factions within Infinity City. So
that'd
maybe
be a fair assumption.
we all came from different factions. But I kind of was interested in the idea that maybe we one time had met before, at least the four of us aside from Impulse Caliber. And maybe that was like the big difference this time is that we all had something we wanted to protect because we had this new
Oh my god, you all banded together to protect the baby. I love this.
Oh, that's adorable.
You all were like collectively I have only known Impulse Caliber for 5 minutes, but if anything would happen to them, I would kill everyone in this room, including myself.
I love this. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then also, I feel like the time that we all previously fought something together, in the past, there was another person there that got hurt and that isn't around anymore. So we all don't trust, like, yeah, we just have trust issues from one previous. We have some trauma.
That's fair.
We have shared trauma, but that does not equal trust.
Oh, that's very good. I love all of that. Okay. But this time, because Impulse Caliber was around, you were all able to band together and defeat Van Helsings. And I can guarantee you she absolutely took it personally and is going to hold it against you. If she shows up in this session, which would be weird, because it's about skating. And everyone knows that vampires have nothing to do with skating. Anyways.
Vampires Don't Ride Skateboards is a new Bailey School Kids book. And I'll date myself on stream now.
I'm so angry about how true that is. Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Okay, so that is everything. We're ready to like dive in, right? I think. Yeah, so let's see. I keep moving this water bottle around. But yeah, so I think it's time to like actually I should check. Does anybody before we start, does anybody want to take like a quick like restroom break or anything? Anybody want to get more like beverages or anything like that?
I could use a restroom break because, as I had mentioned previously, I literally rolled out of bed into this camera frame, and I would love a drink of water. And
Okay.
you can also start, and I can just go do my thing.
Yeah, that's true too.
Whatever you prefer.
Anytime I GM, like I drink a ton of water, so I also use a restroom break. But
I can stay on chat while everybody goes to use the restroom and everything too. I can actually start talking about trying to get more donations in here.
Oh
now.
Actually, that would be great.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys go, and then I'll talk, and then and then when you guys come back, I'm just gonna go real quick. So
okay.
You're the best.
All right.
Man,
all right, I got this. Let's
JPG's a good salesman, so
I do try my best.
JPG,
All right,
why are you awesome?
Oh, thanks, Josie. All right, today we are going to be, for the next 48 hours, because Josie's not sleeping anytime soon, we are going to be raising funds for Marathon for Choice. This is going to be for funding Texas Choice for reproductive rights. This is something that is near and dear to all of our hearts here. We've got 48 hours of people who are going to be donating their time and their hard work. And, like a lot of comedy, like I had to learn how to be funny for this stream. So this is what's happening right now.
You did a good job.
Oh, thanks, Josie. I appreciate that. Kemma, by the way, is you are like super new to kind of like the space of like content creation and all that stuff, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it's really funny.
Follow Kemma's Twitch.
Yeah, Kemma, what's your Twitch, by the way?
It's them Kem.
Them Kem is very good. That's a very good name.
Here's the thing. My tags and my name I created a long time ago, and at the time I was the only non-binary person that I knew, and then I started meeting a lot of other people, and then I realized that my tagline is literally your favorite them Kem, and then I had to make sure that everybody knew, look, I'm not saying that your people are now my people.
Yeah, no, I get that.
It's a tagline. I have to say it.
Yeah.
It's just not everyone's favorite.
Sorry, I had to interrupt Kevin because Rose coming in with snacks and the most crinkly snacks is just so on brand for Rose.
What did I do?
You just came in with snacks, just rolling them around.
I brought a bag of dry cereal.
And those are mini wheats too.
Those are mini wheats. Yeah. Oh, good lord. But Kemma, just so everybody in the chat can you like put out your social media since you're one of our newer ones in the community? Yeah, pop about so people can start following you.
Oh, that is pressure I was not expecting.
Also, if you don't want people to follow you, because like me, I'm very adversarial to anybody who likes me. You don't have to.
He is.
You're like one of the least
Connor, he's just mean.
conflict-prone people I know.
Yeah, you're gonna hate me so much. That's why I'm going to make you hate me.
Connor actively works towards you not being his friend.
Yeah.
And it makes you love him more. Like, it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating.
I'm just playing hard to get. Let's see.
To all the viewers out there, you probably already know this, but Connor is an amazing friend, and just
Yes.
a stellar person all around.
I'm okay.
Okay,
No.
I'm gonna go potty. I'll be back in just a second.
You got it. While you're gone, I'm gonna show everybody this blueberry muffin that I grabbed for myself that I haven't eaten yet because
Whoa.
I don't know.
I have a
This stream is
giant
all
glass
about
of
taunting
water.
people with food.
Should we play What's on My Desk?
Yeah, that's my
Please
favorite
no.
game. I love what's on my desk.
I have a used ink cartridge, toner cartridge.
Nice.
It's like a used battery. And a spoon, unrelated.
I have a fat chocobo.
Oh dang!
Oh,
Everybody's got
adorable.
some good stuff.
And that's actually really cool. What I have is kind of lame compared to that.
I
Okay.
have underneath my mic. I have Finnish English dictionary.
Oh wow! I also have Buff Charmander. So
Oh
Whoa.
dang!
Whoa!
I am envious.
this is all because my partner is very good at getting gifts for me.
I can see that.
I should have. Oh, I have a kalimba. That's fun.
Oh.
I
Wanna hear a
have.
song for charity.
I do.
If things were simpler, I might believe you. Honestly, it would be such a relief to not have these questions and doubts in my brain. But I don't think they're going anywhere. You're more than welcome to try to convince me that all that I've wanted is just a fantasy. As you push me down, don't expect me to hold on to promises. I'll be more critical. Like we're all being today. Critical
That was
of the world
so
in which we live.
good, Rose. Oh my
Holy
god!
shit!
Does
Oh my
everyone-
god!
Does everyone
I
understand
some-
why
some-
all
I
of
somehow
my
missed what
characters?
provoked that, but that was amazing.
I know. I just wanna put out there. Do you guys understand why all of my characters have to be in love with Rose?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was incredible. Oh my, Rose, I had no idea you could do that. That was, oh my god.
Well, if anybody ever wants me to write a jingle or anything ever for them, just hit a girl up. I'll do literally. Here, guys, I'll share more songs that I write if you donate more money.
There you go. Yeah, that's a.
Hey,
Donate money.
pro sale.
It's going to
Donate
two
money.
good causes now.
Support people with uteruses.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well,
Okay.
Well,
Oh,
we
I'm-
just got a $25 donation from Future Erica.
Whoa.
nice.
Ooh, all right.
Where's
Thank you.
present
If
Eric?
you have another song on docket, or we can wait till the next one. But
Yeah, let's give her a bit. Let's give her a bit. Yeah, let's
Refractory period.
yeah, let's let that donation settle in.
Let's play some masks. But yes, I'll sing. How about I sing again at the end?
I would love that. That was
I'll
very,
sing. I'll
very
I'll
good.
make up one lyric for every donation that we get. So
Could you-
just
Could
Let
you
me
make
know.
up a song for like our stream at the end of it, like just stuff that happened in
let me
it?
try to. Let me try.
Okay,
I'll
let's
try
do
to
it.
that.
Yeah.
I'm behind the scenes with no camera on, just putting everyone sequentially on the spot.
Josie is the game master of the game master. The shadow game master.
Or as I like to call it, the gay master.
Hey. Oh god.
Your mastery of gayness does exceed mine. So
I was gonna say, am I the token straight again?
Oh no.
Okay.
Looks
We
like.
can
But it's
I might
okay,
be-
we love you, JPG.
I'm like, yeah.
We love you anyway.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
we'll keep you around. Let's see. Okay, yeah, so mask stuff, right? I almost forgot why I was here. I mostly I'm now just like such a big fan of all of us collectively as a group that I'm a little stunned. Star shot? That's not a word. Star struck.
Starstruck.
There we go. Thank you. But yeah, let's see. So, tabbing over to my notes over here. Yeah, it is it's late Friday night in Infinity City. It's it's maybe it might even be like 1 a.m. and the night hasn't even started yet, because in about 2 hours at 3 a.m., which I don't know why I picked that time. It's pretty arbitrary, but it's actually, you know what? It's not. It's very intentional. The Infinity City Shred Squad, a group of not explicitly villainous skating teenagers with superpowers, are putting on the underground Infinity City Shred Tournament in the like abandoned construction tunnels below Infinity City, where the adults obviously can't see or interfere. Yeah, just this morning, Lancer was given a job to infiltrate and win this tournament. And to do that, Taxama gave him the ability to form mini contracts with anybody he meets. So, yeah, I think I want to find out why everyone else came to the underground skate tournament. So as the comic book opens, right, we get all of these cool shadowy panels of like this team of like skate punk kids turning on all these lights in essentially this giant abandoned underground apartment, where they like poured all the concrete, they put up all the stuff, but then they like their funding fell through, and they realized nobody wants to live in an underground apartment. That sounds kind of scary when like there's like maybe like mold people
fuck
down
that
here.
shit. No windows. Who would ever?
Yeah, it sounds kind of awful.
That's about $4,000 in rent in California. So.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh no, that's awful. It almost would have worked in Infinity City too, but there was just like a more substantial real estate crash or something. Who knows? But yeah, so I think there are, because this underground skate tournament allows both super teens and non-super teens to compete against each other, because like they're not fighting, it's just like who can do like the most badass cool skate tricks, and you don't have to be super to do that. You can just be like a really good skater. I feel like Robin, like not like the Dick Grayson Robin, would be like here or something like that. Yeah, so as we sort of see this crowd of teenagers, like kind of all circled around like this huge giant concrete room where big chunks of concrete have been repurposed into ramps and different tubes and stuff like that. Nobody is actually, I think like there are a lot of people like doing warm-ups and stuff. Nobody's actually started skating yet. Like I said, the real skating doesn't start for another couple of hours. This is just like the pre-tournament rave, probably, where everybody's like hanging out and getting ready to shred for their lives, right? So, as we sort of tighten in on different superpowered teenagers, I want to see what everybody's characters are doing here. What's going on? Why are they here? Is that something that can even be answered on panel right now? Let's find out. So yeah, does anybody know why their characters?
I mean, it could probably be answered with a flashback if we want to do it.
I'm totally cool with that. Yeah. So yeah. So do you have a flashback in mind, Rose? For
oh no, I was just thinking if we're I don't have an idea.
Okay.
That was my only idea.
Here, this is all
but
collaborative.
I can come up with I can think of one.
This is all collaborative. So okay, so as we tighten in on Copper, who I assume, well, actually, let's answer this. Did anybody arrive here with Copper?
I think Marty could have arrived. I think he might have suggested that we go here because this is clearly something normal human teenagers in the city do. So because we are normal human teenagers, we should be involved.
I love that.
In this ripping or whatever they do here.
Ripping.
So a robot and a metal alien walk into an underground apartment building.
Yes.
And everybody skates.
And
That's the
Marty is absolutely wearing like shit like knee pads and helmet and everything, even if she doesn't need any of it. Because she's a robot.
Marty doesn't even intend to skate, but like just knew that everybody else was going to be wearing this stuff.
Yeah, I don't think
that-
Marty can skate because they probably weigh like a ton or something. The skateboard probably can't.
Love this.
Like,
I think that Copper is woefully underprepared to contrast how woefully overprepared Marty is. She has brought absolutely nothing. Like, she doesn't even have like a wallet. She's wearing like she's probably a little scantily clad.
Yeah. Living that copper life.
And she has picked up, somebody left their skates like sitting on the ground for a second, and she's like, oh, I'm supposed to have those. So she just picks up somebody's skates and puts them on her hands and starts like upside down, like, trying to skate on her hands.
I love this. So I love this idea that Copper and Fractal came together. I know that Lancer obviously was here because he was given the mission to be here. Maybe Kia Ikamen and Fractal were both invited by Lancer as mission support because his normal team is all out of town right now.
Yeah, I think so, and I think it's gonna be that thing where like I have my gear near me, but I'm definitely not wearing my gear.
Oh yeah,
right.
No,
I gotta look
in the
cool.
tournament.
Yeah, I gotta look hot skater for this.
I think I did forget to mention to you why it's so important that you win this tournament. It is because how did I forget my own villain team's name? Because the Shred Squad did the trophy that they're giving away is actually a magical artifact. And Taxon wasn't sure how they got it. But like it'd be dangerous to just wind up in the hands of some kid. So
I just imagine they put like dumb stuff on it and they like stapled decorations to it and everything as well.
There's a big Green Day sticker on it. And
there it is. Okay.
Somebody like etch. It's a I think it's just like a magical rock that's been like affixed to a plank of wood as a base, but it's like a really shiny, glowy rock that looks very pretty. And these teenage kids who like are skate punk villains were like, we'll give this thing away. People will want to win this and they'll come to our skate tournament. And that's what they did. So it could be totally possible that other heroes are here just because they want to win this thing for themselves too, really. But yeah. So if Kia Common and Fractal both accompanied Lancer here, then I think that it'd be funny if the three of you get here and find Copper and Marty just sort of having fun, goofing around, doing human stuff. So as you find each other, what's the scene look like?
Hello, friends.
Well, immediately, yeah, I was gonna say at this point, by the time we get to this, Copper has skates on her hands and feet, so she's like rolling around on all fours, upside down in like a weird back bend. And she goes, oh, Lancer, hi everyone, hello, and like rolls right up, really way too close for comfort for everybody, and just starts rolling around everybody. and then probably pops back up to standing and says, "Hello,
Connor,
my
do you,
human friends."
Connor, do you want me on rollerblades or a skateboard?
Oh, what do you? Well, I think that it's a tournament, so they've got both events.
Okay, so which one do I have to compete in order to win the trophy?
Oh, it's divisional at first, but then I think it becomes like a medley by the end. So,
okay. So
whatever you bring as your strongest suit, like that's what you got to show off with.
Okay, cool. All right, so like I would say that I roll by slowly while while Copper is rolling by as well too, and he stops his board in like the cool way and he pops it back up, and then he takes his helmet off and just shakes off his hair and
Good
yeah.
God.
So now everybody has to roll for hotness right now. So. Like, is this doing it for you or not?
Hotness will now replace team. Anytime that you want to assist a teammate, you got to do something hot.
We're rolling for hotness. Yeah.
Not to throw too many balls in the air here, but I think Fractal comes up with like a razor scooter over her shoulder.
Yes.
Like holding the stem of it so that the part you stand on just goes down diagonally across her back. Like she's not riding it, she's just straight up holding it.
A real warrior always leaves their sword in its sheath.
Exactly.
Yeah. I love. God dang it! I love this so much. What about Kia E Common? What does it look like the first time we see them on panel?
Without the suit on, Kia E Common actually might look like they fit here. He's wearing tank top, board shorts, and some comfortable tennis shoes. And if they were invited to try to help win the competition alongside Lancer, they probably brought their own, probably a gravity board and not a skateboard.
Gravity board!
It's the only type of skateboard that I've actually ever ridden, and it was made for just like, but I need a wider like platform to stand on. That's the only way I can.
That is so cool, though.
This is very good. I love this team already. You all are amazing. So as you all realize that you're here together, and maybe this might be like the first time you've all like been together in the same room since you all came together as a team, right? Like you have since like maybe done like stuff where it's like groupings of 2 or 3 of you, or maybe even 4 of you, because like. Yeah, once you realize that you all can work as a team, maybe you did. And I love this idea that like you're like like friends who do stuff like weekend friends, right? Like everyone's got weekday friends. And you're weekend friends. You're the weekend pals. No, that doesn't have to be the name of this team.
That's
but
our
also...
team name. Weekend.
We're the weekend pals. That's it. Yeah.
That's the name of the comic book. Actually, the comic book like line is.
It's the name of the one shot for sure. Comic
Infinity
book
City Weekend Pals.
Weekend Pals
with a Z. And you hear it spreading around the crowd that they're still like figuring all the brackets out and everything, but anybody who has signed up is being calculated into the competition or whatever, and it's all going to be tabulated. But if anybody else wants to sign up now, they can. And like that's just sort of like but then also like there's like loud skater music playing, just tons of like other skaters like having fun, getting prepared, like maybe like greasing their decks so that way the wheels can like sort of spin like endlessly. You know how good skateboards go.
Do you, Connor?
No, I
Do you
How
know?
much?
I have no idea. I
Do
wish I
you
was cool
know?
enough to skate. I'm not.
You put grease on the deck and the wheels go burr.
Yeah. That's
I once
how it
broke
works.
my tailbone rollerblading.
Oh my god.
And you know what the sad part is? It wasn't from something cool. It was because I was playing an imagination game. And I was pretending to be a superhero with looking for a villain, and I had a calculator in my hand that I was pretending was a GPS.
This explains so much, Rose.
Yeah.
This is very on
I
brand.
was looking at the calculator, and I fell on my ass.
No.
What
That's
Rose hasn't
incredible.
said was this wasn't when they were like a kid or anything. This was like 2 years ago.
2 weeks ago. I actually was probably maybe in middle school at least, because her imagination outlasted us all.
It's still around. It's still your driving force.
Sometimes I still pretend to be eating that I'm British when I eat so that I won't get bored.
I
So-
do so love these crumpets.
Connor, is this one of those things where like the brackets being written on like a big whiteboard
Giant
that we can see?
whiteboard. But obviously, because it's all very punk and rock and roll, part of it is like burnt on the edge and nobody knows why. And then the other side is like covered in spray paint and graffiti. And the dry erase marker, people are realizing like, oh shoot, this is just a Sharpie. So this is going to be the permanent skate bracket forever.
On that note, can I see like who can Fractal sort of like walk through the crowd to see who Lancer would be up against? Like, is this somebody that like Lancer would conceivably have an easy time against or a difficult time, or like what's the deal there?
Let's see. So, as you walk up on like where they're figuring the bracket together, they haven't written in any of the names yet, but they're going through the names, and you can see the hand. Somebody's got like Lancer's entry in it. I think it's like a really tall, lanky skate kid whose name is it's definitely Scythe. Scythe uses he/him pronouns. He is like a long skate scythe kid. His board has like a giant scythe sticker on the bottom, and every time he like does like a cool flip trick, you get to see it. And you might know his powers are like he doesn't have momentum decay. He gains more momentum and it just keeps going. The only thing that can stop him is him, or like something that can stop him, right? Like, but gravity does not stop him. It's just either like an external force, like a person or himself, and that's Scythe.
So Newton's law doesn't apply to him, basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
terrifying.
Really scary.
Yeah. And he's not even the strongest member of the Shred Squad.
I love that.
Scythe is on the Shred Squad, by the way. Everybody on the Shred Squad does have to have a blade name. It was a rule.
Does everybody in the Shred Squad have do they have like a team jacket or a team hat or something like that?
Yes, it is a sort of psychedelic redrawing of Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with a ironic Mario mustache on the outside of his Shredder faceplate.
Oh.
It's very cursed.
Can I get that as a jacket in real life?
I know,
It's a
yeah.
little spooky.
I just riffed that. I was inspired.
So Fractal, I think, is, if it's a thing that you'll let me do, Fractal wants to use magic to give Lancer an easier opponent in the first round.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll to unleash your powers. As you can see Scythe like reaching into a cup to pull out the next entry that will be Lancer's first competitor.
All right. So I rolled a 6, and my freak is 1, so that would be a 7.
A 7. Okay, so it can be temporary or unstable, or you can mark a condition. It's up to you.
Since this is a one-shot, I'm gonna drive this character like I stole him. I'm gonna go ahead and take guilty because I'm helping who my mentor decidedly does not trust.
I love this. That's so good. Yeah, like you're literally helping the competition in a lot of ways. You don't even know like if like maybe Dr. Phasma wants that magical artifact, the trophy. But
Yeah.
maybe they also just don't even know it's around.
Yeah, I think he definitely would want it, but like in Fractal's mind it's better in the hands of Lancer than like the Shred Squad. Because Lancer is at least not knowingly malicious.
I love that. That's so cool. Okay, yeah. So I love that. Yeah, that Fractal like still trusts Lancer a little bit, even if there's like all of these obstacles. So you take on Guilty, and you watch Scythe pull out the next name, and it's a kid from like high school that you recognize. He's like a jokey kid, and you don't know his real name. He doesn't have superpowers, but everybody calls him Hot Dog, like it's his superhero name.
Oh no.
He just entered the competition as a joke. Like he's got like I think he's wrapped in like pool noodles and stuff, like as like crash equipment. He's here like ironically. He just like gets along with all these other skaters. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to the skate competition. I can't skate, but I'm gonna try. So Lancer's first competitor is Hot Dog, thanks to Fractal. As you're casting this spell, I think there's like a low rumble that resonates through the tunnels, and then sort of like a blast of hot air for just a moment. And like all the teenagers, like they all notice it. Like everyone like aware, but like also this is Infinity City. It might be a supervillain. It might just be like some weird, strange science experiment that won't ever affect us or touch us or anything.
Maybe it was a really quiet fart.
Yeah, maybe it was a really quiet fart. And like I think that once somebody suggests that, that's just all that goes around throughout the entire group of people here. They're like, oh yeah, y'all remember that fart? Like that was pretty weird, right? It's probably nothing. It's Infinity City. Come on, let's skate. And like people are stretching and like all that sort of stuff. And yeah, what do you all do?
There is a competition. We should compete in this competition. On my planet, winning a competition is considered a great undertaking. It will require you to not get melted down, though. Should we lose, our lives may be at risk.
Copper, that's not what kind of competition this is. You don't have to worry about like anybody losing lives or anything like that. I mean, I feel like I've said that before, but also I was wrong on those times. So you know what?
If you fall on your head and you don't have a helmet, you might lose your life because humans have really delicate skulls, brains. So, in case you don't have a helmet yet, you can borrow my helmet because I came prepared. Because
on my planet, we only wear armor because to survive a fall of a great distance is considered a great undertaking.
I as a human, just realized how uncomfortable I would be in hearing a robot describe my skull as soft and vulnerable. It's like, it's okay when another human says it, but a robot, now I'm distinctly wary.
Like, in the background of the panel, Fractal reaches up and just, like, pokes at her skull, like, how delicate is it?
May I knock on your skull?
Yoni, come over here real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm gonna be competing, somebody has to be like watching these knuckleheads, and like I don't know if I can do both at the same time. I'm usually team dad, and I'm really gonna need your help on this one.
I'll help in any way I can. Although I've just been alerted that my skull is very fragile.
You know what?
And
My skull is fragile too. I'm really glad we have that in common. I feel
I think this sounds like Lancer might be shifting Kiyakaman's labels. I think this might
Oh
be
yeah, for sure.
This-
I'm trying to shift Savior. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm trying to shift. Let me look at here. I'm trying to shift Savior up and Superior down.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking to Kiai Kamen to make sure that when I have to do this, like somebody has my back and everybody else's back as well.
I love that. So yeah, so you can either accept this, in which case you would move Savior up and then Superior down, or you can roll to reject it if you, for whatever reason, don't want to accept this altered view of yourself.
I think I'll accept it because it sounds like something that Kiai Kamen would just do. So Savior up, Superior down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. And there we go.
While this discussion is going on, you see another member of the Shred Squad going around with a clipboard and a pen. You recognize them as Dagger. They use they, them pronouns. They're very short, and their power is to shoot, I think, psychic daggers out of their hands. Just like that. Like they have since creatively repurposed it to use like those psychic daggers to like generate lift for like huge jumps. And so that's how it helps them skate better.
And they have a clipboard
and a pen, and they're going around calling. All right, last calls for signups. Does anybody else want to enter the skate tournament? We're going to be drawing the final names any minute.
I'm going to turn to Marty and say, watch this. I will enact this human custom. And then I'm going to skate up to him and say, I would like to sign up me and all of my friends for your competition.
Fractal's jaw drops in the background.
Let's see. Yeah,
Hey,
just go ahead
cover.
and write all the names here. Those are your friends over there. I recognize that kid. And I didn't even think about this. Did Lancer come as Lancer or as Leo?
100% he came as Leo, but I think Copper signs him up as Lancer.
Oh, so you have to skate twice now.
Yeah, so now it's literally I have to skate twice. I'm in one event, I'm in another, but one is just full gear now.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I do know that.
Yeah, so Copper signs everyone up for it. And all of our names have little hearts all around them on the paper.
Incredible. I love this. Yeah, so Dagger is looking all of this over, and I think they say, okay, yeah, this'll all work out. You've got their names in. I'm gonna just go ahead and run this sheet back.
Signed up for the competition?
Oh, well, look, I sprained my ankle 2 weeks ago, and I just can't skate right now. So
that is so sad.
Yeah, look, I want to win. I want to win that shiny rock more than anybody, but you got to recognize when you got to let go.
Help in some way.
Is that like something like I see you've got like you're like metal, right? Do you have like metal healing powers or something?
I'm wondering if I can make him lighter so that he can still skate even with
Dagger uses they them pronouns, but
I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah. My bad. I'm wondering if I can make them lighter so that they can still
without hurting their ankle?
Without hurting their ankle.
Look, if you've got a suggestion, I'd be open to it. I would love to skate. There's nothing I love more than shredding.
Am I good at using my powers? A little bit. Perhaps I should not help you because you are not on my team.
Well, I wouldn't force you to, but if you wanted to, I think I can win this thing.
Oh, I do not want you to win. I want my friend Lancer to
Well,
win.
that's fair. What about this? If you help me skate today, I'll owe you a favor. Does that could be cool,
Ooh,
right?
how does a favor function?
A favor functions as, I don't know. Hey, how does a favor? Oh, you just trade. So you do this for me, and then I do something equivalent for you later.
Oh.
Yeah.
Humans
If I
like to
help
say,
you, will you help my friend Lancer win the competition?
I guess that could work. I guess I don't need to win, just really want to.
Yes,
Go ahead
but
and-
if you help the winner.
Go ahead and roll to provoke.
Okay.
Because, yeah, like, Dagger in this moment, I think they love skating. They genuinely do. They want to win, but I don't think that they think that they need to win, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I got a 9.
A 9. Okay, so, yeah. I think, let's see. I like the idea that... that they... Yeah, okay. They overreact and you gain influence over them. Because I love giving out influence because it's the best. It's my favorite mechanic in the game. So I think the way that they overreact is they get too defensive about not needing to win. And so they say, okay, look, I don't want to be selfish, but I'm genuinely worried that I'll become selfish in this moment. And so I can't let you do that to me. I mean, like, not
You
like,
wish to remain unmovable.
yeah, I want to be, look, I don't want to, as nice as your offer is, I'm not worried, or I am worried that I'll want to win too bad. And so what if last second I do a really cool skate trick because I love skating so much and part of me knows that I want to win, and then look, I appreciate
I understand. You are far too skilled at skating for my help.
Exactly.
Lancer from the background's like, name a skate trick. I'm just gonna do this to you all day, Connor.
What's their name again?
Dagger. I invented the atomic dagger flip, okay?
There it is. This is gonna be the running joke the whole time. Oh yeah, what trick is that called?
Everyone has their own special skate tricks.
There it
Everyone
is.
names their techniques. This is a fighting anime, but skating. That's the world of the underground skate tournament team faction inside of Infinity City. It's just
there is an
fighting.
anime like that, isn't there?
They're
Skate
probably
Infinity.
Skate Infinity.
Oh,
There you go.
God. Oh God, that's the spin-off to Infinity City that we all deserve. And yeah, so Dagger takes the list on up, and I think this is like they start announcing competitors to like go through, and I think like you can tell that like Lancer's probably about 10 to 20 minutes out from being called up for actually, no, now you're all in. But Lancer or Leo is going first. Lancer's up in the next bracket, actually. Of course. So Leo is up for his first competition in about like 20 minutes.
Okay.
So you all have about 20 minutes to do anything that you want to get done before his first tournament thing.
I will go. So Leo walks up to just like all the tournament brackets and sees that he gets signed in as Lancer, and he's like, "Okay, whatever, let's do it." And then, and then, so when he's looking at all the brackets, can I please roll before we get started, as from the Soldier playbook?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Okay, so before we get started is when you have time to closely observe your opposition before a fight. Roll plus Savior, and I can hold up to 3 if I roll well on this one. So Are we is there like a dice roller over here? Am I just doing dice right now, or what would you like me to do?
You can, if you've got dice on hand, you can use
I got dice.
Yeah. I mean,
And
it's one of those games where it's like no one's ever gonna fudge a roll, because if you do, you don't get potential.
I rolled an 11.
Dang! Okay. All right. So yeah, you get like 3 hold, I think.
3 hold on this one, yeah. So I have
Yeah.
3 hold in order to try and redirect stuff, cross distances, stun. We're just gonna save everything for later.
Yeah, you get to you look at your competition here. You're seeing everybody like get all their stuff repaired, and you did the homework. You read the file that Taxama gave you. You're ready for this. You feel really good about how this competition is going to go, I think.
Yeah, so I think I would. Yeah, I think I would spend just the rest of the time just scoping out the other skaters and just. I'm just scoping out the competition at this point.
I think while you're doing that, you get a good feel of how everything's getting run. Like most of the Shred Squad obviously are competing. Dagger isn't, but they have. I think they've got like a little space set up to the side of like the sort of skating portion of the skating room, the skate room. It's not a room, it's like a whole big wide area, but to the side of that is where the Shred Squad have set up their command center or whatever. They've got the statue displayed on where everyone can see it on this big high pedestal thing that was probably actually put here by the construction workers before they abandoned this place. But there was going to be pillars in this place. It was going to be very fancy. If you like underground apartment dungeons. Yeah, they're hanging out, getting everything prepped, and that's kind of the general vibe.
We should also hang out and get prepped.
Indeed. Does everybody have their helmets?
I will not be wearing a helmet.
I'm not worried about you.
Fractal flicks their finger and just magically pops a helmet on. Notably, over they're wearing their white cloak of the Phantasmal Force with the hood pulled up, and the helmet goes on over top of the hood.
Good.
I love that.
I am just worried about you because you are my friends and your brains are so mushy.
Ooh, okay. I think that I think Impulse Caliber might be shifting Fractal's labels here, actually. This sounds like it might be Danger down, Superior up. Does that sound about right?
Yeah.
Okay, Fractal, do you want to take that or reject that?
I think I'm gonna reject that because my danger's already at a -1.
It's already dangerously low.
Fractal wants to be ready for a fight in case one breaks out.
Oh yeah, the Shred Squad have all been very nice before, but also they're skate punks, and sometimes they just like fighting for fun. It's as a game. So I think because teenage skate tournament environment, the bully kid is absolutely meeting up with the high school underdog nerd kid as a background story of this story. And they almost went to got in a fight, and the Shred Squad stepped in and was no, nobody's fighting here, solve it on the court sort of thing, or in the solve it in the half pipe.
So I rolled an 11 there.
Ooh, okay. So you get 2 good options actually.
And I will shift one label up and one down, my choice. I'm gonna shift Freak up and Mundane down. And then I am going to mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. And I'm just going to straight up knock on my helmet and just be trust me, I come from the hard brain universe. Which is a lie, but I think...
My brain is so hard.
Yeah, there's just no way to not prove it.
What are you gonna do? Split my brain open and find out? Fractal. I love her. She's enjoyably adversarial in a way that I can relate to.
I will mark this down on my notes. Your head does not need to be protected.
Oh, that's so good.
Fractal looks a little bit concerned about that. No.
Since you got signed up as Kyai Kamen, do you do the change?
Oh no!
Do you do the change in front of everyone?
I didn't even remember if you had been signed up as civilian or superhero, but yeah.
Oh no, because right, Copper signed us all on.
Everyone up as their superheroes. Sorry.
Oh
guys.
yeah.
Oh,
there's like a ton of large, like half completed concrete structures down here. So if you like ran behind one, you could theoretically change. But yeah.
And you guys ever got doxxed in front of a whole skate community before?
In front of a whole skate tournament? That's my nightmare.
Literally Alfred going, "Hey Batman."
Yeah, I would just could I roll something in order to cover for Kyai Kamen, like while they transform?
I would love that. So it sounds like you're trying to provoke this group of skaters into not finding out the identity of your friends. So yeah, go ahead and roll plus superior, I think.
Oh yes. Okay. So that's gonna be
plus very helpful.
2. Ooh, 8. I got it's an 8 plus 2, so that's a full 10.
Okay, yeah. The group of like, what is it that you say or do to like distract them and keep them occupied and like interrupt their train of thought about like Kyai Kamen and like skating identities and stuff?
I am going to pull Marty with me. And I was like, hey, I know we're, here to have fun and like do cool stuff and everything. We're all super cool people, right? Takes off the helmet, shakes out the hair again, right? So they're listening.
Yeah, I love it.
Now I'm gonna have Marty talk to all of them about the importance of safety gear while we're all skating.
Oh my god, this is incredible. And yeah, because you rolled a 10, this works. Like everyone, like I think again, like most of these kids here like don't care about safety, but also everybody loves Marty. Like,
but now they do.
Exactly.
That's
yeah,
what we've done.
Marty makes a very good case for why helmets should be worn.
And I think like Fractal joins in and just starts like just getting helmets out of the air and just starts handing them out to people.
I think there's like, if I can be a little bit extra here, I think there's like a magical like hologram almost, and it's essentially like, you remember those old crash test dummy commercials? But like, what happens when you crash on a skateboard if you're not wearing a helmet? And it's just these little holographic heads just popping off
and making frowny faces, because like anything else would be like almost too graphic for this group of people, but like the frowny faces is just the icing on the cake for them. They're like, oh well, I don't want to frown like that.
The idea that Fractal's like, this could be your universe. This might be us.
In a separate timeline, this is what happened.
Oh god.
Oh my
god. In this timeline, you can no longer skate because you hurt your head while skating.
So the distraction is gonna help out a lot. As any Tokusatsu fan knows, every transformation is done with a lot of flashy colors. And usually their devices always like announce their transformation while it's going on. So I like to imagine while this presentation is going on, behind a giant pillar, there's a bunch of flashing lights and like a really loud musical fanfare. Everyone's too busy paying attention to the fact that this could be the timeline that they fall down and hurt their heads. So now they're unsure about themselves.
Copper will guard that area, so if anybody like straggles, she's like, no. This is not a space for your pass.
Then I walk out as Kia Ikamen in a full suit and a helm.
I love that. I love Copper defending.
Did I miss the change phrase?
Oh, the change phrase? So what I'd written down in my... I straight up made a comic because I was just so into the idea of making a superhero. The change phrase that I chose was imua. In Hawaiian, that means forward or onward.
Yeah!
Oh, that's so good.
Love that.
Okay.
That's so good.
Like I said, the transformation devices usually have a sort of catchphrase that they say to announce the transformation. So I would say imua, the transformation would happen, and the belt would announce imua kiahi kamen.
Oh,
Then the whole transformation happens. A very magical girl, very amazing, very flashy.
That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
While you're back there transforming, I think you see one of the open doorways that leads further into these abandoned tunnels, kind of off, like maybe 40 or 50 feet ahead of you, kind of far off. And it's not well lit back there. This is kind of the darker area of because they've only got so many of these like light arrays that they've set up for this underground skate tournament. You see something moving back there in the shadows, though. What do you do?
Knowing that I was asked to keep an eye out for the team against fire training, I'm going to step back away from that. And probably first thing I'm going to do, knowing that it's already 20 minutes out to call time, alert Lancer about the thing that I saw while transforming.
Okay, yeah. So, you have transformed, and you and Copper head back up to the rest of the group, and you tell
look
Lantern.
Excellent, by the way.
Thank you.
You are very brave and daring in appearance.
This sounds like a comfort and support.
I
So,
don't know how any of
Copper,
this works.
Copper has to roll plus mundane.
Oh no.
Which I'm sure is a great stat for the metallic alien.
Yeah, exactly. The metal alien. Probably very mundane, right?
Oh, guys, this is bad. I rolled snake eyes.
Oof.
Okay.
You accidentally insult Kia Ikamen or...
Hey, by the way, Josie, I just want to give you a heads up of, oh my god, are we showing off drawings right now on the stream?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Wait, something's happening?
Something's
Yeah, sorry
happening.
for blocking out the screen there for a second, but
Oh
yeah.
my god. Wait, who is that?
I missed it.
What's happening?
On
This is
the
Nika's
stream.
art.
Yeah, on the stream right now, you can see
Oh.
Nika's character.
Oh,
Oh, that is awesome.
I will say, there we go. I was going to say, at first you just kind of dragged a little scribble onto the
Yes. Kemma, do you want your comic up here?
If
Oh, you got to. You have to. Come on.
Oh yeah,
It's
this
so
is very
cool.
cool.
It's
Yes.
so good. Here, Josie, I'll send you my artwork for Lancer as well.
Ooh, okay.
I'm so new to this, I'm still trying to figure out how to see everything.
It's only visible on the actual YouTube stream, but
Oh, got it. Okay.
But yeah, so I think let's see. As a result of Copper's failure, I think what happens is that while you're in the middle of complimenting Kia Ikamen, you bump into Battle Axe, who is a member of the Shred Squad, obviously. She is a like I may have over-engineered her powers a little bit because I thought about it way too hard. So everyone who's familiar with axolotls will know that those things on the side of their heads are lungs, actually, or external gills, kind of lung. They're not. That's how they metabolize air, right, and oxygenate their bloodstream. Are with essentially external lungs. Battle Axe.
That's very cool.
Is an axolotl girl who is like a shredder skate punk whose power is essentially unlimited endurance. She is able to oxygenate her blood so rapidly that she can just keep fighting or skating or doing whatever forever. She just can keep going. Yeah. So you bump into her and she like you're stronger and heavier and denser than her, so like she like looks at you really angry and says, "Watch where you're going. What's your problem, punk?"
Are you challenging me to a duel?
I'm challenging you to something even worse. A skate off.
Yes.
And if you don't, you're a coward.
This must be a measure of status.
That's exactly what it is. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. As teenagers, we should both be aware of this. I'm very mad at you.
I apologize for affronting your honor in this way. I will accept your duel.
I hate how graceful you're being about this. Let me be mad at you. And she pulls out her skateboard, like menacingly, and then tosses it on the ground, and it like slams down, and she steps on it really fast. And she says, "You and me, the devil's slide right now." And she points behind her where there's like a ramp that goes like 60 feet up. Like you have to like ascend a staircase, and like to go down it, you have to like go up this huge staircase and skate all the way down. And if you do it without hurting yourself, then you win the duel. And she says, "Devil's ramp right now."
I'm very excited for this adventure.
Well, you shouldn't be. You should be scared. Right now, you should be terrified. Because
I am terrified.
I'm going to beat your ass. Skate-wise.
Yes, you will.
Because you look way stronger than me, actually. But I'm not afraid. And, yeah. So
together we will crest the peak of this mountain.
You're being very nice, but I'm still going to beat you. And she goes up the staircase.
Excuse me, friends. I must go complete this duel.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, I will need a second in command. In case I perished.
I think Fractal like puts her hand behind Kia Ikamen and like pushes them slightly forward to volunteer them.
Excellent! I am so glad that you have volunteered.
I will be there to catch you if you fall, but you really need to get Lancer some information first before we go.
Oh yes, of course. Anything for Lancer.
I love this. So the two of you head up to that top skate ramp. You're up there, and there's let's see, who's the other blade person here? I think his name.
The fact that you haven't had a jackknife and it's just trucker gear.
It's jackknife.
Yeah, and it's all just trucker gear.
Yes. Okay, I love jackknife already. Oh god.
It's bad that I want there to be a long sword that's shorter than dagger.
That is exactly. Yeah. And that'll be the whole shred squad. So we've got scythe, dagger, battle axe, jackknife, and longsword, who is shorter than dagger.
Yeah, longsword's like 5'2".
Yeah, dagger's 5'4". And So jackknife is up here, and he's counting down. before you have to, like go over the edge of the ramp and descend 60 feet in a almost like it's a very steep grade. It would be almost impossible to do this without hurting yourself. Even for most superheroes, I think.
I position myself at the bottom just in case there's a fall that happens. I'm going to make sure that I have that the mythic might that I have ready, just to make sure that I can catch Copper if anything happens.
I love this. Okay, so Jackknife counts down, 3, 2, 1, and Battle Axe kicks off, and she goes blazing down this ramp. Copper, what do you do?
Well, I am going to do the same. Firstly, attempting to okay. My thought is that a duel to her is like a coming together more so than a anger thing. So she thinks this is like their way of resolving a conflict. So she reaches for Battle Axe's hand.
I love this.
And then they both get yanked down. But she is going to adjust. There are two things that I want to do. One is adjust my density so that I can actually safely get down this thing. And the other is distract her with a magnetic pole so that I can win.
Ooh, okay.
Once I realize it's a competition. So probably not till the end.
Okay, yeah. So as you kick off and you reach out to grab her, I think it sounds like you're trying to, if you want to distract her, I think this is going to be a provoke somebody roll.
Okay, I can do that. I will say if I openly disregard and undermine an important Earth custom in favor of my own people's custom, basically disregarding what a duel is supposed to be by taking her hand.
I love this. Yep. Yeah.
I can raise my superior one. I think this probably lowers my mundane. This is a pretty weird thing to do.
We gotta hold hands during our duel. He's actually that's just the best way to duel, I think. So go ahead and roll to provoke her into being distracted.
Okay. That is so I rolled a 7 plus 3, that's a 10.
Oh yeah, shoot, your superior is pretty good, huh? I just remember that. Yeah, so she's rather than like try to speed up or outskate you at all, like she starts arguing with you. Like, "Hey, let me go. This is I don't want to be friends with you. I just want to be enemies and rivals." She tries to like push away from you, and then she starts to lose her balance. What do you do?
Oh no! Do not fall. I grab her around the waist.
Do you
and
real quick
try to catch her and guide her safely to the bottom?
Real quick, not to interrupt, but I just want to give a huge shout out to Faye Utarapong for the $155 donation.
Oh
my
God!
We are now
cow.
less than $40 away from our goal of $420.69. At which
Nice!
point we'll have to update
Hell
it to
yes.
$6.94.20.
Oh, that's very
What's their
cool.
name? I'm gonna write you into my song.
Faye Utarapong.
Yeah.
I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh. So it sounds like you're trying to defend a battle axe here. So go ahead and roll to defend.
Okay. Meanwhile, I'm like looking at all the group like, am I doing this right? I look at everybody.
Crackle gives a big grin and an enthusiastic thumbs up.
And they're all like 40 feet below you at this
I
point.
know.
That's my favorite part.
Lancer's just worried the whole time.
You're watching like
Her head!
I have rolled a 5.
Okay.
I have rolled a 5.
Does me being there help anything?
So every game of Masks starts with one team, which we have switched over to hotness points because you have to do something very hot to help your friends. But one will not help Copper.
I have an idea.
Ooh.
Okay.
Please do go on.
I need Marty to say something positive and productive for this. I need Fractal to start making like footholds in the air for me, and I need Ki to throw me.
Oh, I love this.
Is Lancer telling us to do this?
Yes, I'm telling you all to do this right now. Yes.
What sort of positive reinforcement do you need?
I need. Oh wait, give me 1 second, guys.
I'm gonna establish what's happening in the fiction to Copper while you're but yeah, so Copper, as you wrap your arms around Battle Axe's waist, she definitely misinterprets things, and she says, "No, rivals, not." And then she just says, "God," and then she leans forward and goes to try to kiss you.
Oh.
And she sees I
rolled to beat up everyone.
What does Copper do?
Copper does not see this coming, I don't think, at all. So I feel like I feel like she lets her, but then is like, wait, no.
Did I misinterpret that? Are we not doing the rivals to? Oh, no, we're just enemies. I was wrong. I was wrong twice.
We're slipping down.
Like you're both on your board right now. Hers has been completely abandoned. You picked her up off of her board.
I don't have a board. I'm riding roller skates.
Oh no! Yeah, then you're on. You're carrying her as you're both roller skating on. Yes.
I have got you. Whoa! I do not got you.
Okay, so sorry about that because my wife was actually leaving for work, so she wanted to say bye. So
no, you're totally fine.
Okay, so I need Marty to say something positive. I need Fractal to just start making footholds in the air. I need Ki to comment in order to throw me. And then I'm going to, in order to do that, I'm going to use one of my hold in order to, let's say, cross a distance in order to catch them.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody has to roll anything then, because this is all part of
I just wanted like more like the flavor. Like how do you guys describe doing this for Lancer?
Yeah, I want to hear what everyone does to help facilitate Lancer to do this.
So Fractal is just going to, like, with each snap of her fingers, there's like a like semi-transparent pink platform that just appears in the air, literally just like one after the other, staircasing up to where he needs to go.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yes, I'm giving you positive reinforcement. You are a really magical human being and really powerful. There is nothing you can't do if you put your heart into it. You got this.
I just really wanted like the Rocket Raccoon scenario where like I didn't actually need that. I just wanted to
interrupt
hear it.
again, but I huge shout out to huge shout outs to Kat for putting us over our first goal. So I'm gonna go update that. We're only 2 hours in and we're already there. We're racking up donations and everyone's still asleep.
Oh my gosh! Incredible.
The new goal is going to be what I said earlier, 694.20.
Oh, yes.
690. Oh, okay. I got that. I just got that.
It's 69,420, the coolest number around. And then after that, the next coolest number would be, I think, $8,008.05, and then after that,
Yeah,
That'd be 8,008.50.
and 50 cents.
What did I say?
You said 05.
5 cents.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're right.
made boobos.
You
Look,
said
I'm-
boobos.
I'm illiterate, so.
It's the new code. Boobos.
Boobos. This charity
So-
stream sponsored by Boobos.
Yeah, and hooked on phonics.
Yeah. Yeah. Enter coupon code Boobos to get hooked on phonics for free for one trial period of 69 days.
Phonics. We've never used it, but you could.
Yeah. Don't you want to avoid becoming this?
All right. Hey, Common,
So,
you gotta throw me up to those
you-
platforms so I can try and
you-
catch Copper.
so are you my fastball specialing you first?
You are
onto the-
fast. Thank you so much for getting this.
Okay, so sticking with the superhero theme, totally not gonna throw you. Instead, I'm watching your movements as you hop up, try to catch you at the flat of my fist. I go for a Mythic Might punch, launching you forward the same direction.
Could I amend that a little bit?
Yes.
Okay, could it be a kick instead of a punch, and we could call it the Kiai kick?
Oh, that's awesome. Every move has a name. We established.
I thought about that, but usually when Kamen Riders kick someone, they explode afterward.
Oh no! But that's the thing, though. Wait! No, Kemma, that's the thing. The explosion actually helps propel me to the places, like to all the footholds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, I love that. Oh,
So
that's-
I duck into the kick just right in time for my foot to like meet the heel of yours and launch you forward up onto the footholds.
Oh, that's so cool. God dang it, that's so cool. Okay. Yeah. So as Copper is beginning like to wobble and lose balance because the parabolic spiral of Battle Axe and Copper's two different like rivaling competing balances are about to send them like dangerously out of control. Lancer, go ahead and roll to defend.
All right. So rolling to defend. I have a +3 in this, so I'm very excited.
Yeah, your savior's pretty good.
7 + 3.
Nice. Okay. All right. So that's a 10, which means you get to pick one good option, and you don't have to pick any bad options. So, what one good option would you like to pick?
I'm gonna take influence over someone you protect.
Ooh. So and I'm just now remembering. I don't think we gave out influence. I was kind of assuming everyone had influence over everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
everybody-
let's just
Yeah,
assume everybody has everybody.
Yeah.
So then, would you like influence over Battle Axe?
Influence over. Can I do both Battle Axe and Copper because I saved the both of them?
I'll give you that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So then that means that you can adjust Copper's labels.
Okay. I want to make sure. What up? Okay, Copper, I see your... I'm gonna go... I'm gonna go superior down, mundane up.
Ooh, I love that.
Mostly because mundane usually has to do with like falling in love, and I feel like I might have set the fire a little bit brighter on
Yeah.
that one.
Shifted the needle. Like,
Yeah, I just
Really did just save her.
yeah. So what's it look like as you help? Like, do you just correct Copper's balance? Do you lift her off of the ramp entirely? What happens once you get to her?
When I grab the both of them, I say, Copper, what will it take for you to give me wings right now? So I can use a contract, like, yeah, so she can give me a mini contract.
Oh, a big hug.
Oh, that's very good.
Okay, well, I 100% do that, and then I immediately sprout wings in order to get us back down.
I love that. Yeah, yeah, and you rolled so well. Yeah, that's what happens. Like your wings erupt from your back, and you fly both Copper and Battle Axe down safely. And as the three of you all get back down to not 40 feet into the air, Battle Axe sort of like scowls at the two of you and says, well, just watch your backs. You
Yes,
that
you are a very good kisser.
That duel wasn't Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
Don't worry about it. And she storms off.
Or did you two like
And Copper kind of like turns around because you're probably still like holding on to her shoulders and says,
Yeah.
I'd like that hug now.
It's like the most like PG-13 sultry hug you've ever seen, right? It's like one arm around your hip and just like the slow pull-in. And then just to make it wholesome, it's on the back of your head. And and Lancer says, "I'm so glad that you're safe."
I love this.
Fractal
I'm a
wants
little embarrassed that you needed to save me, but I'm glad it was you.
Fractal wants to magically play what's that song? Careless Whisper.
Careless Whisper.
Softly in the background.
Okay. I'm really glad that you are the one who made the reference today, because in almost every episode in Infinity City, I make a reference to playing Careless Whisper in the background.
Oh god, you have, haven't you? God dang it.
That's hilarious.
Damn it, now I'm gonna have to pay for the rights.
That is just Infinity City's new theme song now.
Yeah, it's Careless Whisper.
God dang it.
Yes, she did kiss me, but this happens to me often, so I do not believe that it meant anything.
I think at the end of that page, Lancer's like, wait, it often happens? And then we cut to the next group.
Well, yeah. So as we cut to the next page, we cut over to where the Shred Squad is still organizing everything. Somebody is just about to get up to announce Leo's skate off against Hot Dog when a shadowy figure rushes the stage, snatches up the relic trophy and busts through the wall into another section of the tunnels.
Oh,
What do you all do?
this is not sportsmanlike at all. This is terrible.
We gave Marty a book on sportsmanship yesterday, just in case.
Marty just got finished reading like the rules on being fair, which good title for a book. I think the crowd begins to erupt in sort of like anger, fear, and accusations of cheating everywhere. And nobody chases after the shadowy figure that stole the trophy, as they all sort of de-escalate, or I guess escalate into a spiral of your friends stole the statue, not my friends, your friends stole the statue sort of stuff. I think the Shred Squad is like trying to cool things off and calm everybody down. But yeah, what do you all do as a team?
Clearly, we must follow.
Wait, I didn't catch any of that. I'm sorry. I said, what do you all do as a team? I think what I meant was, what do you all do as individuals who are part of a team?
Clearly, we must follow.
It is your prize, Lancer. We must obtain it.
Yes.
Now wait a minute, they haven't won yet.
Yeah, but someone just stole it. Go chase after them. I'm gonna go change.
Fractal does like a momentary like back and forth, like which of those am I more interested in, and then chases after the shadowy figure.
Ooh,
Marty's
okay.
already running because he must save the entire sportsman game.
Yeah, it is his duty. As a okay, so the
I'm
two
following
of you,
suit.
huh? Oh yeah, okay. So the three of you then rush through the smashed wall into darkness. You can hear like the sounds of like fleeing footsteps far off ahead of you. But yeah, what do you do to catch back up or keep up or to track whoever it was that stole the statue?
I try to ask Fractal if there's any way that she could look into. I just assume since part of the relationship question is that I was trying to peer into how Fractal and her mentors work. I know at least a little bit about the fact that she can possibly see other dimensions. What was it?
Timelines.
Timelines. Asked if there's any timeline that she can see that would help us discern where to head or to cut them off from.
Oh.
Yeah, I think Fractal's eyes, like on the panel, we get like a glimmer over the eyes. Almost like if you've ever used like a Mac, the rainbow wheel of I'm loading very slowly, but cool and magical instead. And I think, yeah, I would like to try to like figure out how we can catch up to them.
Okay, yeah, I think that sounds like an Unleash Your Powers roll, believe it or not.
Alright, I can do that. That is plus freak, which I am now better at a +2.
I can't remember. Do you have anything with your because that's the label that your mentor embodies, isn't it?
Yes. I have moves for that, but it doesn't give me like a +1 or anything.
Gotcha.
So that would be an 8 + 2 is a 10.
Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. You know that the path up ahead of you is let's see. Winds slightly, like it curves and rounds and almost like doubles back parallel to itself to the right about like 60 feet ahead. So if you just go forward and then through the wall on your right, you will intercept the person who stole the statue.
And I think the way that manifests is as we're running, Fractal reaches out and like grabs onto the back of whatever each of their teammates are wearing and just like pulls them off to the side and forces them along that path.
What?
I'm fine with that.
Yes.
I love that. Okay. Yeah. It is still blocked off by the wall, the concrete wall.
I'm really good at destroying walls.
Yeah, I put Marty in the front.
Okay, so yeah, I think that this has given Lancer enough time to like catch back up now that he's like in costume and everything. Was Copper joining along as well, or was she hanging back?
Well, I feel like she would go with Lancer.
Okay, yeah. So you just defended Lancer changing, like how you just had defended Kia Ikamen from changing as well. Yeah.
Literally though, it's just
dressing room bodyguard.
Yeah, it's just her watching as I'm like, could you turn around, please?
Honesty is not something that exists on my planet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, Leo lifts up his shirt to change and like revealing just the six-pack.
Just the abs. Like just the abs.
And there's like 15 of them or something. Yeah.
Leo's like, do you mind? And Copper's like, nope.
No, I don't. I don't.
Do not.
Please proceed. Yeah, and so it sounds like Marty is trying to unleash their powers to overcome an obstacle, the obstacle being the wall. So go ahead and unleash your powers as you try to bust through this wall.
Yeah, freak is my good save. It's 14.
Oh, geez. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of these dice that has like a symbol, and I had to check if it's a 1 or a 6. So I rolled a double 6.
I love that.
My first roll of this game.
Oh, dang. And you just nailed it right off the start. Okay.
Pew! I shoot like a sonic boom burst from my fingertips and make a perfect sized hole for us.
So you bust through the wall, and you just far ahead, like I think maybe like because maybe as here I'm getting ahead of myself. As you bust through the wall, you see ahead of you somebody is just standing and waiting as the person who stole the statue is running towards the group of you. Like, so it's you all further along down the path, and then closer to the end is another person in the shadows, and then further ahead of that is the person who stole the statue, and the person who stole the statue is running towards the group of you through this long tunnel of concrete. What do you all do? I think the person up ahead of you is just turning around as they hear you. Yeah. And you can't see who they are, but they see you.
They're running toward us.
They have taken the trophy.
They go running towards the person with the trophy, I think, actually.
Oh.
Yes, good. Please help us intercept this mean thief.
You hear the familiar voice of Van Helsing's call back to you.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'll help you stop the thief, but I'm taking the artifact when I'm done.
No!
That's worse.
Can I roll?
I
Can I roll to Oh wait, actually, Kemma, did you have something?
was going to basically do a pat on the backs for Marty and Fractal. Tell them, go get the thief. I'm going to try to position myself in between Van Helsing's and the three of them to prevent any interference.
I'm gonna join you in this fight if that's okay.
Yes, definitely.
So you and me against Van Helsing's.
Could go wrong, right?
Yeah.
So, how do you position yourself this way? Like, because they're further up ahead of you at this point, between you and the person stealing the actual statue thief, whose identity you still do not know.
Okay.
I can give you guys a float. I can just change your density and just
I'm with
throw
it.
you both up towards him.
Okay. Go ahead. I think for Copper, this is going to be an Unleash Your Powers roll.
Okay. Let's hope that I'm gonna not roll as terribly as I have been. I am notorious for terrible dice rolls at the worst times. Yep. That's a 7.
7's not so bad.
Yeah.
Well, it was a 5. That's why I said yep.
yeah. Because when you see 5 on the dice, you're like, oh no, I don't. But yeah, because you're an outsider, you do have some freak, so you're fine. So is it temporary or unstable, or are you marking a condition?
I'm going to mark a condition. I'm gonna mark insecure, because I'm still kind of feeling kind of embarrassed about that whole thing that happened. She's trying not to show it, but like that was a really embarrassing situation.
That duel could not have gone worse for her.
That duel went really bad. She misinterpreted all of my acts of friendship.
Until she misinterpreted your act of competition as well.
There were so many cross signals.
I love that. It's so good. Okay. Kia, Ian, Lancer they both go like they're sent flying up ahead, propelled by Copper's, density shifting powers, and the two of you are able to catch up and even pass, going slightly ahead of Van Helsing's as she's rushing at whoever it is that has stolen the statue. Now that you are closer, Lancer, you recognize this person. I don't know if anyone else is familiar with Nosferatu, the fake vampire villain with radiation powers, who actually isn't a vampire at all. He just loves vampire aesthetics. He's like a vampire weeb, I guess. It's like his whole deal.
Would that make him a vamposer?
That's exactly what he is.
Oh god, I hate this whole game.
You're so welcome. When I introduced these characters in the finale of Eastwind, I could not use them all the time for everything. So
this tracks.
So Nosferatu and Van Helsing's, Lancer knows to be rival villains that hate each other's guts. They are constantly feuding all the time, and it is like a very, very public dynamic that just I think anybody who's slightly familiar with Infinity City villains would know. But I could also see the case that Copper, Fractal, or Marty might not know this at all. But Lancer definitely does, and Kia Kamen, if you are familiar with Infinity City villains, then you would know this as well.
I think Fractal is actually going to turn to the team and just be like, wait, is this one of the timelines where they're enemies or one of them where they're lovers?
Oh no.
Can they take a powerful blow from hearing that?
Yeah, they both mark insecure. Your voice echoes down the chamber. What's happening?
Oh god, yeah. I think it's just with me and Kiai Kamen, it's just fight poses.
I love that you lay on side by side, sort of.
Oh yeah, and just fight poses. Yeah, and I'm assuming Kiai Kamen is going to be a lot stronger than I am. So
I can only hope.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna because I have pistols actually. So I really only have training. I don't have any powers.
Unless you have a contract.
I think
to have them.
Can Fractal make a contract here?
Sure, yeah, I'm with it.
I think Fractal calls out and just says, Lancer, super strength until you kiss Copper.
Oh, very good. Does Lancer accept the contract?
Yes.
As you say yes out loud, yeah, you feel yourself invigorated and bolstered. Your muscles begin to you're already very fit, but now you're I think you're jacked.
Okay, we're just okay, cool. All right.
Van Helsing's, I think she issues forth a sharp whistle that sends two arrows of light headed straight for Lancer and Kia Kamen. What do you do?
I know that Lancer just made a contract, but still, they are trying to act as a wall for our teammates, so I'm going to step forward in front of. And this is just flavor for the moves that I think I have, which is never give up, never surrender, maybe. This is what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I if you say that you're not necessarily trying to, well, I think so. I don't think you're taking a powerful blow yet, but it does sound like you're trying to defend Lancer first. So go ahead and roll to defend someone or something from an immediate threat, which is plus Savior.
Yeah, 2d6 plus Savior.
D6 plus Savior. Oh, I have a 3 right now.
Nice.
Okay, so that would be 5 plus 3.
Nice.
Okay, so so you got an 8. That's a partial success. So on a hit, you do it. You keep them safe, and you get to choose one good option and one bad option. So the good option, if you want to pick first, is add a team to the pool, which you can use to assist other heroes, take influence over someone you protect, or you can clear a condition.
Definitely adding to the pool.
Nice.
All right, yeah.
Hell
Yeah, because again, it's all tied into hotness as well. So as you do this, it is very hot, and it is.
Is it like a? It's like you like step in front of me and it's just like a burst of rose petals. Like,
whoa, that's so cool! Yeah.
So fighters do have something called form changes where they change their form to do a specific task. This isn't like giving me any extra powers, but just for flavor. I'd like to make it that I switch out whatever device I'm using to maintain my base form and go into a different one that allows bigger like arm area as a shield. Just to have that like protective shell.
This is like your reinforced variant armor sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's like it's
that.
definitely defense mode, and you just released a bunch of doves.
That's so
Like-
cool. I love all of that.
The dramatic light, everything from deflecting those light arrows or whatever.
Oh, I love it.
Oh god, yeah. Like the light arrows are like all pink, like hard light constructs, and then like the doves are maybe like laserified in a some sort of accent color. That because anything can go with pink. And I don't know what Kiei Kamen Rider's color scheme is, but I do love this idea that like there's an image of the the psychedelic sort of doves flying away as these hard light arrows are colliding into their like arm shield. Yeah. So then you also have to decide, because you rolled a mixed success, something bad happens. So you either expose yourself to danger or you escalate the situation.
Yikes. We're going to play this fast and loose. I'm just going to allow myself to fall into danger.
Okay, yeah. Both of these hard light arrows go right through your arm shield. I think Van Helsing's knows your fighting style well enough to like vibrate these light arrows at the right frequency that they phase through armor or something. At least in this moment, she's prepared to do that. And go ahead to and take a powerful blow as these hard light arrows connect with you.
So this is the one. This is the one that you want to roll low.
Yeah, but
Right.
you can also use that legacy move too. Never give up, never surrender.
Okay.
So you can do either one. It's totally up to you. Because there's sometimes I've seen people not want to do one or the other.
Wait, so if I do never give up, never surrender.
Yeah, so when you take a powerful blow from someone with far greater power than you, use the move instead of the basic move of when taking a powerful blow. You'll instead roll plus savior. And then, yeah.
5, 1, 3.
Ooh,
6,
okay.
7, 9.
So that's a 9.
That's a mixed success again.
Is there any chance I could? Is there benefit for me bumping that up to a 10?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm gonna bump it up to a 10 with one of our team.
Okay. Glad that I put one in there earlier.
Yeah. I mean, this is why we got to put it in, right?
So, because it was at 2 before, and now it goes back to 1. But yeah, so on a hit, you stand strong and choose 1. On a 7 and 9, you mark a condition. So you don't have to mark a condition then. You just get to choose one of the outcome options of this move, of which there are 3. You get an opportunity or opening against your attacker. You rally from the hit, and it inspires the team. Add 1 team to the pool. Or you keep your attacker's attention.
Oh.
Those are all good choices.
Those are all
They
good
really
choices.
Would it be a waste if I just put it back into the pool?
No, it's never a waste. More team is never a waste.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
we're just gonna boomerang this. Then I'm gonna roll for my hit and put it back into the team.
Well, really, we basically just paid a team in the pool in order for you to not mark a condition.
Yeah.
So so this is just a
was-
win in the first place. So.
It was spent
Okay.
for a good reason, and
Yeah.
now it's getting refunded back, which is
Mhm.
so well done.
Boomerang point. How's it?
Yeah. So even as these hard light arrow constructs pierce through your arm shield, as they impact you, you find that you are that you can stand strong, and that it might hurt a little, but nothing that's going to set you back. And that's when Van Helsing's is right on the two of you, and I think she whistles out another note, and hard light Wolverine claws extend out of her hands, and she says, "You two better move out of my way, or I'm going to move you, and it's going to be in pieces." Meanwhile, Fosferatu runs by the three of you and continues on towards the rest of the team ahead of you. And Van Helsing's, I think, huffs in exasperation as she says, "Great, now I have to defeat a bunch of deadbeats and not just one. I hope you two are happy with yourselves." What did the two of you do while Van Helsing's is staring the two of you down?
Kiani, it's Kiani and Lancer, right? Or sorry, it's Kiai and Lancer.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm just gonna directly engage.
All right. What's it look like? Do you just go in and swing on her, or because you got super strength?
Well, so I still before I had the super strength, I had my two pistols out.
Yes.
And so Lancer is known for his pistols that all have trick rounds. And so what I'm gonna do is since Kiai Kamen blocked for me, I'm just gonna shoot around them.
Oh.
Yeah. And then depending on my roll, I'm gonna see which rounds these are.
I love that. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat.
Okay, that's a 6. I'm kind of thinking.
Ooh, yeah.
Can I I don't want to use the team. I don't want to use the pool selfishly. Would you mind giving me an extra point from the pool, Kemma?
For it.
Okay.
So to do that, you have to say how you assist Lancer as he's going to shoot at Van Helsing's with those trick rounds. So what do you do that helps him?
I was standing at a guard position. I see Lancer trying to get careful aim. So instead of using myself as a blockade, duck down to a knee to create a launching platform to jump off of.
That's so cool.
Very cool. Yes.
Yes. Okay. But what I do in order to hit, just for flavor, since we made the joke about the boomerang points, I shoot past Van Helsing's. Yes! And they're all boomerang rounds.
Ah, that's so cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so that is a 7.
All right.
Which means that you get to select one option from directly engage a threat.
Okay, I am going to create an opportunity for my allies, for sure.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so, oh, okay, I love this. Okay, so, Van Helsing's, you jump into the air, and she jumps up to follow you, and she manages to swipe at you with one of her blades. But then the boomerang rounds send her spiraling off course immediately after she slashes out at you. And one of the boomerangs pins one of her hands to the wall, locking her in place for a second, giving everyone an opportunity to do something while she's struggling against this trap. But Lancer needs to, I think, take a powerful blow.
Okay.
I know, yeah.
Well, that's an 8.
Can I defend him? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're down the hall.
Sorry. Yeah, because you're down the hall, so yeah.
Which is why you also haven't entered battle
also
against the Dangerous
can't
Foe as a team yet.
successfully defend, I don't think.
Oh yeah, no.
Because I'm guilty and I have only
Yeah.
one.
It's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts, though, Rose.
Yeah,
Okay.
your heart's in the right place.
Yeah, I think whenever you do your thing, and then I'll react.
Okay.
To that.
Yeah. Yeah. So I hit an 8 on take a powerful blow. So I got to choose one.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna lash out verbally, but I think the way that I lash out verbally is I sound hurt, and Copper picks up on that.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. I love this. No, because you know what this could actually be? Rather than provoking a teammate to foolhardy action, maybe what you're doing is burning influence to mark a condition on Copper.
No, I was just making her like what I was doing was I'm trying to provoke her to do something crazy, to do something wild, like the next.
I have something crazy that I can.
Okay.
So it sounds like you're trying to provoke her into feeling afraid.
Ooh.
Yeah, like the hurt that you express at this slash is enough to warn your teammates of the serious danger that they are in.
Oh, and I think I think they took a chunk out of Lancer, right? I think it hurt, right?
Boy.
So
that's not what she says.
I do think this is still a provoke roll because you're trying to provoke them into warning them that this is dangerous, but also
provoke is plus what, Connor?
That's plus superior.
Oh no, that's an 11.
Okay, so Copper, I think you're afraid.
Or do I just do something?
You can mark.
I am about to do something stupid.
I think you can mark if you mark afraid, you can add a team to the pool. If you don't mark afraid, you have to mark another condition. That's how provoke.
Okay, I'll sure mark afraid.
Okay. Then,
but there is something that I want to do as I now become afraid for him.
Oh yeah.
Which is stupid, and it's essentially draw fire. Because what happens when she sees that you have this massive injury is instead of running to you like a normal person would, she just goes into like a rage. And I think she starts floating up off of the ground. She has like glowing eyes and her whole form sort of starts to glow. And it immediately, because of her pheromone control, the two villains in the room, what I would like to do is have them become furious only with her and with no one else in the room. Just drawing their attention completely so that they won't attack anyone else.
Did you just draw aggro because your fake boyfriend might have died?
Oh dang!
This is my way of trying to protect everyone. Well, it's also just like I don't want them to hurt any other of my friends, too.
So I think, if you're going to try to, let's see, this might be.
Don't tell me it's a defend. Tell me it's not a defend.
Well, I mean, if it's releasing a pheromone, right? That's unleash your powers.
I was thinking unleash as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better. Whew.
Which you can do this.
I can do that. No, I can't.
Oh no, what'd you roll?
I rolled a 3.
Oh yeah, no. You definitely can.
That's a 5 total. I don't know what that means.
You try to channel your powers outwards, and all you do is highlight yourself as a viable target for Nosferatu, or not Nosferatu, Fosferatu, to slam into with his radioactive blasts. And so as you lift into the air to try and exude out these pheromones, you're just shot right out of the air with a radiation blast.
Oh.
Go ahead and take a powerful blow. As Nosferatu.
I mean, this was kind of the goal, right? Like to distract them. It kind of works, maybe just not in the way not in a controlled way.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll plus my 2 conditions marked. Thanks, hon, for that angry.
Sorry, that's my fault. That's my fault.
Well, that was better roll, but not in a good way. That's an 11.
Wowzer. Okay. What would you like to take?
Well, this seems like a good time to lose control of my powers in a terrible way.
No.
Because I was already trying to use my powers.
So
and they
rather,
didn't.
so the radiation subverts the pheromones back to the principle that they operate off of, which is personal magnetism.
Oh no.
And all of your teammates are suddenly pulled into a magnetic vortex and stuck to you. Including Lancer and Kiai Kamen, who are down the hall. And Fosferatu just keeps running. So as you all find yourselves stuck together in some sort of amorphous teenage superhero blob.
I'm so sorry. I have this effect on people.
You're just still running to try and keep up with Fosferatu.
So were we stuck together, or are we being
you're
pulled along in a gravitational pull, behind her?
I think you're all stuck together.
I think we're all stuck together, and now we have to literally we have to coordinate steps now.
Sort of,
yeah.
Left, right, left.
Oh my god! God dang
Your left
it!
or my left?
This went from underground skate competition to Labor Day picnic in the park. So fast.
Yeah. Just whatever the equivalent of a 10-legged race is right now.
Exactly.
But some of the legs are sticking out at weird angles.
Oh yeah,
a couple of them are just up in the air.
A couple of you are on one leg, off balanced as as you're all stuck together. I love that. That's so good.
And Copper is definitely strong enough to run with everyone still attached to her, but it's not pretty.
Van Helsing's from behind you all by several yards now. Is still struggling against the boomerang bullet that has her hand pinned to the ground or to the wall, and she shouts, "Come back here, you brats!" And Fosferatu is ignoring everyone as he continues to try and run away.
Quick check, who's got the magic rock with the Green Day sticker?
That's Fosferatu, who is past you all and still running further.
I would like to try to, since my legs are busy in this weird 10-legged race, I would like to try to, hold a hand out and basically magic it from his hands if I can.
Oh, that's so good. I think that's going to be directly engage a threat, actually, rather than unleash your power.
I was afraid you'd say that. That's going to go decidedly worse for me.
I will say, though, now that you all are engaging the same foe as a team...
Well, yeah, because we're all stuck together now.
Whereas before, you were two different teams engaged with two different foes. I think it might be time to trigger interbattle against a dangerous foe as a team. So, we add 2 team to the pool. Who's the leader of the team right now?
I think it might be Copper.
Physically, she's leading.
Yeah,
the team.
she kind of has to be leading in this moment.
He's literally carrying all of us right now.
She's walking for all of you.
Okay.
So Copper does have influence over everybody. So we add a third team, which I think we already have 3 team, right?
I think we had 2, and then now we got 3 more.
No, I'm looking and it says 3, so this will be 6 right now.
Oh, so it's 6 team. Okay.
At the moment it's 6, but we still have 3 more questions to get through.
Cool.
Does
okay.
everyone have the same purpose in the fight?
Get the rock back.
Get the
Yeah,
rock
get the
back.
rock.
Yeah.
Get the rock
Yes.
back. Okay, all right. So that puts us up to 7 team.
Nice.
Does any team member mistrust the leader of the team or any other member of the team?
I'm
I
so
trust you all
Uh,
completely.
Me and JPG looking at each other like, yeah.
Just-
So
and definitely in scene, it's like Fractal and Lancer stuck together on this one.
Oh, yeah, I like to imagine it's
Okay.
like cheek to cheek.
that's so good. That is impossibly good. Yeah, Fractal and Lancer.
become better acquainted as we fight. This is a good thing. On my planet, we call it teamwork.
That's what they call it here. Copper just doesn't know that yet. They call it teamwork too.
I have heard about the human custom get along shirt. Maybe we could get one now.
That was definitely in the sportsmanship book that we gave that we gave Marty yesterday.
Let's see. Okay, so the leader of the team can mark a condition to remove or to prevent team from being
Oh,
removed.
yikes.
So
Yeah, I sure do feel guilty that this happened, so I will mark a condition
all right,
to
so we're
prevent that.
still at 7 then.
This surely
Um,
was my fault, so
And then is the team ill prepared or off balance in any way?
Nah.
I mean,
I mean,
literally being off balance.
Maybe a little.
I mean, in my perspective, we're sticking together. So
this
We
is
look-
how the people on Metallica typically fight.
okay.
That's
Okay.
why the automatic. That's why losing control over
Oh my
powers
God.
caused us all to stick together. Is because usually when there's
My-
this defensive maneuver called teamwork, where
Where they all become a Megazord together.
yeah,
Is
exactly.
what you're telling me. Like
Uh-huh.
they all the metal people form up into one giant metal person.
Yes, unfortunately, it doesn't have quite the same effect with the human flesh.
Yeah, it's a lot squishier. Like Marty mentioned earlier.
I mean, at least I'm made of metal, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a comforter.
Yeah. Kemma, you got something?
We're looking at it for us being off balance. Technically, for those of us who have super strength, including Lancer, who has super strength until their contract is done or his contract is done. Technically, if we fall in any way, there's someone with super strength to catch and continue on running.
That's
So
true.
are we
We
really
are
off
protected on all
balance?
sides.
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
okay.
There's
Yeah.
this thing, there's this movement practice in theater called flocking, where everyone stands in a clump. And there isn't really a particular leader. You just kind of do what those around you are doing. The reason it's called flocking is because oftentimes people end up doing this all together in perfect sync. I don't think that's really why it's called flocking, but it is similar to like bird flocking, where like regardless of who's in front, you feel safe. So we're flocking in this
I
moment.
do like that. That's very cool.
I feel like we've successfully argued this, Connor. I don't know.
You aren't ill prepared or off balance, so you
This
still
has probably happened before.
exactly.
Yes.
This isn't even the first time you've had to do this.
Mhm.
Fractal just says, this is flocking ridiculous.
Oh, just
God.
the worst.
That's
What happened the first time we met that caused the mistrust, and that's why we're good at it now.
That's why we were just ready for it this time.
It's our specialty move.
This is your secret technique as a group.
Mhm.
Activate maneuver flocking, and you all know what to do. You get into position. It's like you've practiced for this. Yes, so that puts you all at 17, which means that Fractal, as you try to directly engage Fosferatu to try and steal this trophy back, if things go wrong, there's a lot of team to back you up. So,
Well, things only mildly went wrong. I got an 8.
not bad, not bad. If 2 people want to help to bring that up to a 10, they can. There's enough team to do it.
This is the most team I've ever seen, like in any Masks game ever.
Quite a lot.
I know how I could help. I could like shoot a sonic burst from my hands in the same direction as your magic to
Oh.
like maybe make it like the, you know.
Yeah, like
Pretty,
empowered. Yeah, it's like turning on 2 hoses is going to clean a car faster than 1 hose.
Shoot it in
Yes.
the opposite direction so we launch forward.
Oh yeah!
Oh yes, I'm gonna do that.
Awesome.
Could
Yeah.
it just
Both of
be?
us
Could it be both? Could it be 2 team and then and then Marty just does it in 1 in each direction?
Yes.
I do love that actually. Yeah, I want to allow that. So that takes us back down to 5 team, which is still a lot of team. But that takes Fractals directly engage up to a 10.
All right, so I would like to take something from them, that being the magic rock with the Green Day sticker.
Of course.
And because resisting or avoiding their blows is for cowards, I will impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
This is extremely frightening.
Yeah.
This maneuver we're doing.
I would be frightened if this weird blob of 5 teenagers, 2 of which are metal, was chasing after me.
In a dark concrete corridor that already looks like it's like out of a campfire scary story.
Hey,
Like
you radiation, the team becomes a radiated beast.
yeah. Yeah, Fosferatu glances back and sees that and is terrified. Oh my god, no, that's not his voice. Oh my god, did I do that? That's how Fosferatu talks, by the way. You're welcome.
What in the Frankenberry did we just do right now, Connor?
You're welcome.
What in the Count Chocula just happened?
I am Fosferatu, the vampire. Well,
What?
I am not a vampire.
What
I
in
like-
the Count of Sesame Street is happening right now?
You have stolen my 1 statue. That's one. You give me enough room, and I will use that room to make you regret it. Anyways,
As we're running, I would like to explain the thing about the teamwork as we're running down the hall and activate my move. Not so different after all.
oh god. Okay,
I love this.
first we're gonna resolve the directly engaged. So,
Okay.
as not Count Chocula, as Fosferatu looks backwards in fright to see Fractal's arcane magical energies pulling at the artifact here. I think he does send his own blast back with it. And he rounds to try and stop you all. But yeah, Fractal, you catch the trophy, and then you catch Fosferatu's radioactive blast. Go ahead and roll a powerful blow.
I catch the statue and also these hands.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's an 11.
Oh shoot. What would you like to take?
Well, Connor, because I know who you are, I'm going to lose control of myself or my powers in a terrible way.
Oh,
Yes,
no.
you are.
And it's powerful magic. You can do whatever you want with it.
Oh no, you're going to regret this. As you're struck by the radiation, your powers attempt to mitigate all of the damage being done, and they hyper focus in and dispel all of these energies. And as they do, they fracture the barriers between realities. And Fosferatu is flanked on either side by a Fosferatu with a mustache and a Fosferatu with an eye patch from alternate dimensions. And
Oh no, it's Dosferatu and Nosferatrace.
yes, they are Dosferatu and Nosferatu.
I hate that you came up with that so fast.
You were right
Thank
there
you.
with it, and I love it.
There are more of them.
What is
On my
this?
planet, we call this multiplying.
I love the idea that Metallica is just the exact same as Earth.
But metal. And you can form into giant metal people.
I mean, that's just Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oftentimes we do this as a form of it's like when you have babies. Did he just have 2 babies?
Ooh.
So when you talk about your home, roll free.
I have heard that humans can be intimate with themselves, but I didn't know it could happen like this.
Well, yeah. While you're rolling, by the way, so like I was looking, for prep for this right now, I was like frantically trying to look up like skateboard tricks. Now I'm frantically trying to look up like just different vampires in vampire literature, and I'm like, this went off the rails so fast.
Oh yeah, I started with a simple concept. Skate tournament, and then I added vampires. I'm like, yeah, this is how we're gonna get there. Yeah.
On a miss, you inadvertently reveal more. I failed. As for you.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm almost. I actually wait. No, I'm 1 fail away from leveling up.
Oh.
This could end with a moment of truth, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Just fail one more time.
So I seriously rolled 2 2s and my freak is only 2. So fuck this shit, I'm out. Okay, you reveal more about yourself than you planned and tell them a secret vulnerability you haven't shared with Earthlings before now. So she's talking about we often will multiply before we teamwork. And because oftentimes teamwork is used as a method when we first colonize a planet.
Oh. Copper.
Keeps running.
Fractal's face. You know that meme of the like white blonde lady where it's like the what? But it's exactly. But it's when you what?
I love it. Oh gosh, that is a good meme. Because
we must talk about that later. Is this like an important part of your species reproductive cycle or something? But this is not the time for it.
With the thought bubble in the panel, Lancer's like, doesn't matter, still hot.
Meanwhile, Nosferatrace shouts, did that metal girl just say that she wanted to conquer the Earth? Give us the stone back!
Wait, should we be running in the opposite direction then? I turn around and run in the opposite direction.
I think all 3 of these... Oh no, not all 3. Just 2 of them charge up radioactive blasts that they send flying out towards Copper.
Oh no.
What does anybody do? He's running away.
Take a powerful blow, if you guys want.
Got a lot on your plate.
Anybody want to defend Copper right now?
I'd like to imagine.
She did just say she's going to colonize your planet, so if you don't, I would understand.
I like to imagine that we're all kind of like back to back at this point.
Yeah.
Copper in the front.
I will always try my best to understand others, and you are my friend. So I would rather
I will say
defend you than.
I had forgotten that you were all stuck together. I think when Copper revealed her the Metallica plan to take over Earth, record scratch sound, you all fall apart again. And sort of land in a pile on the ground.
Well, in that case, she wouldn't have turned around to run. She would have just been standing there. Because the reason she had turned around to run the opposite direction was because...
To get every...
Kemma, did you say you were trying to defend, though?
I was deferring to Marty.
Marty
was going to do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. realize we were talking at the same time. Sorry.
No,
I was just,
it's fine.
I was thinking that I could just try to blast these guys, but if you want to do something, go ahead.
I completely defer to what you were doing.
Maybe a dual attack?
Ooh, there's enough
Could-
team.
Yes.
Or also, I will say, if you all attack the Phospheratus, nobody will be defending Copper, because there are two, and I think because it's just cool aesthetically. They shot the blast like double helix style.
Yeah, I'll defend Copper. I think Kamen and Marty should attack. Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
go. Team attack.
Yeah.
So what does Lancer do to defend Copper from these blasts?
Okay, so he spins the chamber on one of his pistols, and he starts shooting like kind of a like east and west of himself. And so what it is what comes out as rounds. They're all like kinetic bouncy balls.
Oh my god, that's so cool. Okay.
So there's so many that he shot, and like they're all like kind of like it's like 1 bouncy ball to 2 to 4 to all that, and they all start breaking up.
And like chaos energy.
So it builds a kinetic wall in front of her.
I love this. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll to defend.
All right.
And don't forget that if you have influence, it does give you a +1 on this roll.
And +3 +1.
Dang. yeah. So, wait, what do you got?
So 14 total. So
Jesus.
so that was 10 + 3 + 1. 14 total.
Oh, that's so good. Okay. So you don't have to pick any bad options. You just get good options here.
All right. So to defend, because I did so good, can I clear a condition for? Like, was this so hot? Can I clear a condition for Copper?
Ooh. I've always thought about that move, that it should be able to clear other.
Right?
Yeah, right? Okay. So
we're raising money for charity. There are no rules at this point.
Yeah. No rules, just right. Outback Steakhouse.
This stream brought to you by.
Use coupon code BOOBOS again.
Boobos.
To get your
Hooked on
reproductive
phonics.
rights, Outback Steakhouse coupon. Yeah.
Use Boobos, get a free bloomin' onion.
Okay. So while I'm while that kinetic wall is getting made, there's still like few pieces that get through it. And what I do is I do that like dance, spin, and dip Copper just so she gets out of the way of stuff. And I want to clear Insecure because she's super into this.
Oh, I was gonna clear Angry.
Clear Angry? Oh no, let's clear Angry. I like that just because you just got dance dipped in the middle of a fight. So
And she says, "I promise, I do not want to colonize your planet."
Oh, that's very good. And I think that leaves enough time for Impulse Caliber and Kiai Kamen to do their group attack. So I think what it'll be is that if you want to both roll to directly engage a threat at the same time, and then we'll resolve them at the same time.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
Fractal just get ready in order to make sure they everyone can pass the rolls with our team.
I got an 11.
Oh dang!
What do I add for this?
This is
Danger.
plus danger, yeah.
Oh, I have 0 in danger. So I got a 6 and a 3.
Okay, so 11 and a 9. Fractal, if you can't help while holding the trophy, then you can help Kiai Kamen to bring their roll up to a 10. But first, let's set up what it is that Impulse Caliber and Kiai Kamen are doing. So, as your group attack.
I mean, wouldn't it be like extremely anime of us to just go there, like next to each other, like running there and unleashing our attacks at the same time or something.
Heck yeah.
There is nothing wrong with being too anime.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That implies that you can be too anime.
Yeah, that is not possible.
I love that. Okay, so yeah, so the both of you rush up
Yeah.
on the Nosferatus, and what do we see on the panel as this happens? Like one of you goes low, one of you goes high. You both attack at the same time. Is it some sort of like
I got anime as fuck.
yeah, like some sort of like choreographed, synchronized thing where it's like you ping pong them back and forth between the two of you?
Itemiro oretachi no hisatsu waza.
Oh my god!
Oh god, I love this so much.
Marty, can we do the thing you did earlier where you use your air to jet propulse us faster towards?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, with the ninja run and everything.
With the
Yes,
ninja run?
Naruto running.
So Impulse Caliber gives you all the velocity, and Kiei Kamen is going to back it up with the impact sort of deal. Like you are both combined into a rocket of anti-Phosphoratu force sort of thing.
Heck yes.
Yes.
All right, then that means that you both get to select 2 good options apiece from the old thing. What's it called? The directly engage a threat move.
I mean, doesn't that
does
mean we get all 4 of them?
Fractal.
Yeah, how did Fractal help out with
Oh yeah, because that's right. Kiei Kamen had rolled a 9. Yeah.
So, I mean, okay, I'm sorry. Can I get just like a recap of what exactly is going on here? Because there's a lot.
Yeah.
So, the 3 of you are at one end of the tunnel. Phosphoratu, Dosferatu, and Nosferatrace are at the other end of the tunnel. And they're like charging up their energy blast, getting ready to volley more at you. When Impulse Caliber and Kiei Kamen launched both of themselves towards the 3 not vampires, and like a giant like rocket of destructive teen super energy.
I think if we're going as anime as possible here, my best way to help with that is just like magically the ground behind us is like elevating and like pushing us along.
Did you just ramp them? That's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Oh god. You gave them a ramp.
That's so cool. Okay.
Yeah, essentially Fractal just earth bends.
Yeah.
Like a guided track, you launch your 2 friends right into these 3 enemies. And yeah, because you get all 4 options. Resist or avoid their blows. They don't get the chance to strike you back. Take something from them. I think you hit Dosferatu so hard, he was in the front, he gets punched back into his own universe.
I also love that in every universe, Phosphoratu is just not a real vampire.
Yes.
There is no universe that he's a real vampire.
Nosferatu and Nosferatu both have energy blasts. You haven't seen Nosferatrace's powers yet. They could be any.
Is he the one with the eye patch?
He's the one with the eye patch, yeah.
Is he a pirate?
Well, maybe.
Somebody jab him in the eye hole.
I will say, Copper, you do see like a scabbard. He's wearing his sword around his belt. I'll give you that. He is a pirate.
I have heard of these pirates.
Take something from them. I think. Shoot, yeah, you get Nosferatrace's sword. And he shouts, "Avast, ye landlubbers! You can't be taking me blade like that." And Phosphoratu, because you let's see, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. Says, holy fuck, that was cool. I did not see, I fought you all a couple of times before. I never saw anything like that. And both of you can take influence over Fosferatu.
Yes.
Faux spelled F-A-U-X, like the word faux for, French word for fake. Because that's the kind of Fosferatu he is. Anyways, Fosferatu is like trying to pick himself up and dust himself off, but he's hurting real bad, and he says, I'm going to take a minute to rest here. Just a second. I'll be right up. And yeah, the five of you have this trophy statue right now. What do you all do?
Run.
We should take this and go back to the competition so as to... No, we want this, right? We should not go back to the competition. We should simply leave.
Yeah, we should definitely... Did we think of like a bail on the operation, like place to meet after all this?
Please tell me that you did.
Give me like the grossest like Denny's equivalent in Infinity City right now. Like, what is like the diner that's open at like 4 a.m., 5 a.m.?
I don't think we've come up with an Infinity City equivalent to waffle.
I have an amazing idea. It's called Plenty's. It's all about excess. The serving sizes come times 5. So like,
did you read my diary?
It's like,
Sounds
what if comfort food was served in bulk? What if I could order 50 cups of French fries instead of just 1 cup of French fries?
Anytime somebody recommends it, they don't talk about how good it is. They just say, you'll leave full.
I ate so much the last time I went to Plenty's. I entered a fugue state. I have no idea what the food was like at all. It was good, probably.
Oh, that Plenty's next to McDaniel's and Six Guys, right?
Just a second, I have to write these.
In my hometown called McDaniel College.
I have to write these down as canonical places in Infinity City.
I might also use 6 Dudes Burgers.
My cousin got their first kiss in a McDaniel's bathroom, so that's dark.
That's pure.
Yeah.
Yes, so we should either go back to the competition and play the right way to get the cup, the stone, or we should leave, thereby foregoing the rules and making our own.
I think Fractal just shrugs and says, let's get out of here.
Wait. Give me something to mass teleport. Give me anything to do to just mass teleport us out of here.
If you go skating with me after this, you can mass teleport.
Oh, Marty, I can't have that be a contract. I'll go skating with you anyway.
Sounds like a contract to me. Let's go.
Have to complete your other contract to make a new one, or can you just make as many as you need to?
I can just make as many as I need to.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I do promise to do that. So can I just open a portal?
Go ahead and roll to unleash your powers as we see how well this teleport works.
This is not going to go well.
You look around and you see Fosferatu and Nosferatrace are like stirring and trying to get up, but they're really struggling.
Connor, I rolled a 3 total.
How much team do we have?
You have 5 team.
We can get that to a 7 if we use them all.
Yeah. There's just enough. How do you all do that? How do you bring this up to a 7?
I think for Fractal's part, it's literally just like placing her, if we're going anime with this, like placing her hand on his back between his shoulder blades and just like channeling magical energy into
Just everybody gives me a hug, basically.
Yeah.
I love this. Okay. So I cannot imagine that you can mark a condition on this, but if you want to, you can. But it probably sounds like it might be temporary or unstable. But you
Let's do Yeah, we got to do temporary or unstable. We got to do it.
Group hug. Is that how we? Is that how we do it?
Yeah.
Group hug? Okay.
So
I love that. You feel warm and fuzzy from the pheromone.
So you all hug through the portal, and you're in Pliny's parking lot, and you have the stone still, and everything's great. And then you hear a voice say, "You brats had better give me my stone back, or I swear to God I'm going to lose it all over this Pliny's parking lot, and I haven't done that in 20 years. So don't make me break my streak now." And you turn around and you realize Van Helsing's followed you through the portal.
Oh.
Ah, yes, Van Helsing. Can you prove to us that this stone belongs to you?
Look on the bottom of it.
Fractal does that.
It says Van Helsing's. Those
is it like written in crayon or like
no, it's like etched into the base. Like the base looked kind of crappy. You all had assumed that the skate punks had attached the stone to the base. They found it like this. And that's what she's explaining as she continues to talk. She says that the Shred Squad broke into one of her relic layers where she stores her collection of mystical artifacts.
Who has the highest mundane out of all of us?
Ooh.
My gosh, I think
none of you.
Yeah,
none of you have the highest.
I got a -1.
I could provoke her into telling us what we want her to tell us.
I was gonna. Oh, what was that?
I just saw Kia Ikamen has 1 mundane.
Okay, I was gonna say if you can roll Pierce the Mask, that actually might help us right now.
Mm-hmm.
I can try.
All right, so yeah, Kia Ikamen, you look at Van Helsing's rather skeptically, but go ahead and roll to pierce her mask.
Can I say before I roll this? Last time I rolled and a vampire was involved, I was DMing Curse of Strahd, and I rolled 2 nat 1s as Strahd.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
So here we go.
That is so good.
Jesus.
Did you roll 2 1s?
Please tell me you roll 2 1s.
Oh!
Oh. Okay, here's what happens.
I'm sure right now.
We are worst. Like, we're the worst teenage superhero one-shot team ever.
For the record, Fractal has licked her thumb and is trying to rub off the engraving on the bottom of the statue.
Ooh, yeah. So the Van Helsing's label is not coming off. But Kia Ikamen, Van Helsing's turns to you specifically, and she says, "You should know that is the first time. That was the first adventure that I ever went on with your predecessor. How can you not know that? We saved the world and took the vampire stone, and they gave it to me to keep it safe. And I've held up my end of the bargain so far. And if you don't know just the bare minimum of your own heroic legacy, then what are you doing? And I want you to roll to take a powerful blow."
Shit.
As she calls on you to live up to your own legacy.
We able to verbally defend each other?
6-3.
Interesting question. I don't
know.
I want to try to say, you will not talk to my friend that way. And he is very good at upholding his legacy.
What Do I add to
But
this?
I don't know.
Do I add anything to this?
It's plus conditions.
Yeah. So if you have
Oh.
conditions marked,
I don't have anything.
Nice.
okay. So what did you roll?
I got a 6 and a 3.
Oh no!
Not as
Nice.
nice.
Yeah, this is.
That's not
okay.
so bad. That's
Not so bad.
So, you get one option from the not so bad list. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on a teammate. Or you give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain and you mark 2 conditions.
If you provoke me, I've got a very fun and unhinged idea.
Do it. Do it.
I guess I will provoke.
So what do you provoke Fractal into doing? I need to Elliot, what's your idea, or what should Kia Ikamen provoke you into doing?
Broad strokes, this is going to be injuring Van Helsing so we can get away again.
Oh. Interesting. So, Kia Ikamen, if you were to provoke Fractal into, let's see, get the team out of here, no matter what it takes, or if you were to provoke her into...
If you want, I can say like what I plan on doing, if that gives a better example.
You know what? Just so that it's not as metagamey. Saving this for Lancer, because fellow Tokusatsu fans, but I feel like if I'm gonna provoke this, I'm gonna do it right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I untransform.
Oh.
And I slap the belt onto Fractal. Initiate the transformation on Fractal.
Oh.
This is very, very hilarious because as Fractal transforms into this badass tokusatsu just person, they take the rock and just hum it at Van Helsing's face. And the idea is that they just like fastball it into Van Helsing's face and then catch it and teleport us out of here.
Oh my god.
That's so good. Yeah, okay. I think that could be a that feels like an Unleash Your Powers roll.
I'm good with that, or directly engage a threat.
Oh, yeah, that could be good too. Okay, yeah, directly engage.
Yeah, Kemma, by the way, I mean, like, this is a one-shot, and it's like episode, 27 where somebody else uses the Kamen Rider powers.
I love that. I love that so much.
You gotta get to, mid-season, right?
So, I rolled a 6, and I've got a -1, so that's a 5.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
We have one team in the pool right now. That's not enough.
Yeah.
So the Kia Ikamen changer affects your ability to interact with magic the way that you thought. It disrupts all the variables that you have to keep track of to cast spells, right? Let's see. I think what happens is rather than teleporting yourselves, I think to the maybe to where was it that you were trying to teleport to?
I think as far as Fractal's aware, they would be trying to teleport the team to Dr. Phantasma's castle outside of time and space.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
Instead of bringing the group to Dr. Phantasma's castle, you bring a part of Dr. Phantasma's castle to the group.
Oh!
and you see Dr. Phantasma's trophy wall just right here in the parking lot of Plini's. And it's got like it's got, you know, like a bunch of different like super villain fight memorabilia. I think we see, you know, like a weirdly like demonic looking glove, and like a we see Nosferatu Trace's dress eye patch. And we see just all sorts of stuff.
I like that you made the distinction between eye patches and then dress eye patches.
Yeah,
right? Like you need a fancy one for like a formal event.
Inlay and like the lacy strap on it. This is like when you want to wear your eye patch to a show. And Van Helsing's says, "Oh well, I mean, I guess if you're gonna give me all this stuff, I shouldn't have been so hard on you. I'm sorry, Kiei Kamen. You're fine. I'm just gonna take all this stuff and leave, I guess." And she goes over to the wall and collects it all into her bag. And wait, Metal Kid, what was your name again? There's so many of you kids here. Look, I hate all of you. So
I would like to try to punch her.
Awesome. Go ahead and roll to directly engage a threat.
I'm trying to unlock this moment of truth, guys.
Go for it.
That is not a fail for some reason.
What'd you get?
I got an 8.
Oh, okay. What option would you like to select?
I would like to take we need the stone, right? We're supposed to have the stone.
You are supposed to have the stone.
The things that I would like to take her away from the shelf, just like punch her, basically take something from her, but like really take her away from the shelf of things.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Like
you want to take her.
I want to take her away.
Yeah, you want to take her away from all of the magic stuff. So
I guess it's more like I fly into her.
Running tackle style.
Yeah.
Okay, so you collide with, and like very like Scooby-Doo-esque style, the stone hangs there in the air for a second because Copper hit her so fast, and the stone just like begins to fall. Copper, you connect with her and you hear her like grunt in pain, and she.
And I say, yes, I am made of metal. Yes, it does hurt to be hit by me. I am like a flying projectile.
As the two of you land and connect on the ground, she groans and she says, "You're not just metal, right? You're copper. That's pretty resonant." And she blasts a very shrill note that resonates through your whole body. Go ahead and roll to take a powerful blow.
Okay.
If this is the roll that you fail,
this would be incredible.
That is a 8.
Oh, okay. So close. If you had 2 fewer conditions.
I know, man. I'm going to give ground, I think, makes the most. Well, no, I'm going to struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions. It's a one-shot.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going to mark angry and afraid.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. You are. This is very good. Let's
I don't get off of her. I just stay on top of her, like vibrating.
Yeah, and she's trying to push back against you, but she can't like get a good angle. Does anybody grab the stone? Which has since been revealed as the vampire stone, but unimportant.
Yeah, I'm probably going to need to grab the stone myself since my boss is the one who sent me here.
Yeah, so you grab the stone out of the air, and Van Helsing's looks around, and she sees that like she's at a disadvantage here. And she says, "Fine, you all keep the stone. but just know that I'm never going to forget this. This right now, this is personal because again, I don't fight just anybody in a Plinny's parking lot.
Yes.
Real scumbags that
You should go to the earthen jail.
Oh, I don't think I'll be doing
Copper,
that.
the prison industrial complex is kind of fucked up in all timelines. I don't think we should be supporting that.
But I do appreciate what you are trying to put out there as a sick burn. So
yeah, look, if you all try to arrest me, I'm just going to break out. So I'm gonna spare you all that now and just say I'm gonna leave, and you can keep the stone. I thought you all were cool when you were gonna give me all the magic stuff, but clearly you're not. You're just a bunch of dumb kids. And
You're goddamn right.
Oh, I think what she's doing is she's trying to shift everyone's labels right now. Superior down and mundane up for everybody. So you can either choose to reject.
Rejecting it.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay.
On the principle, I have to.
Yeah. None of you all are dumb kids.
No, Fractal's taking it.
Yeah, except for Fractal. What about Lancer? Oh, you're muted, JPJ.
Lancer's taking it for sure.
Okay, yeah. Fractal and Lancer are like, yeah, we are dumb kids.
Yeah, we're dumb kids.
What do you add to resisting?
It's actually a flat roll. You add nothing. You can subtract 2 if you have insecure marked. But
I got 9.
Okay. So
I
you
got
get
8.
Okay, so you both get 1 good option.
5 and a 5.
Oh, dang, so you get 2 good options.
Nice.
So I'll go ahead and read those options off for all of you. You can clear a condition or mark potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. You can shift 1 label up and 1 label down, your choice. Or you can cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them. And again, Copper and Impulse Caliber can take 1 each, and then Kia Ikamen can take 2.
You can go first. I'm trying to figure this out.
Yeah, same. I kind of do want to try to immediately prove her wrong, but I don't know how.
This is our last 15 minutes.
I'm gonna try to make her look stupid to prove her wrong.
I love that.
I can clear a condition. Because
You're the stupid kid, not me.
We stood up, and then I'll just make her really lightweight, so she just starts floating away like a balloon.
In a way, you're almost doubling down on her point. But I love that this is proving her wrong, is turning her into a balloon.
I may be a stupid kid, but you're a stupid kid's toy, from what I understand about Earth children.
Oh my god, yeah.
Love to tie strings to floating objects.
I love that. That's incredible.
I think I want to add to that and just shoot a big sonic blast at the now floating Van Helsing, so she just choose.
Team Rocket blasting off again.
Yeah, I'm not a kid. I'm a robot.
So good.
Sorry, I'm trying to remember the 2. I know that it was clear condition.
So you can, if you immediately act to prove them wrong, you can clear a condition or mark potential. Without having to do anything, you can shift 1 label up, down, or 1 label up and 1 label down, your choice. And then you could also cancel their influence and take +1 forward against them for all future rolls.
Okay, I'm going to disprove, and I also like to do the
Oh wait,
swim
I'm gonna
against.
mark potential instead because
Ooh.
then I can level
Okay.
up.
So you get an advancement, and then Ki Kamen, you were going to prove them wrong. What do you do to prove them wrong?
So first, I walk up to Fractal. I thank her for trying to help. Take the henshin belt back, and I place it back on. I retransform. Then, as a response to something that saying that I don't need to know everything about my legacy, because this is my legacy now.
Oh, I
That's
love
so
that.
fucking cool.
So good.
That's a good way to end this.
Yep, and that's when Marty rockets Van Helsing's straight up into the moon from an anime perspective. She really just like probably gets like knocked 500 feet into the air and then like ends up landing 3 miles to the south, just on the outskirts of Infinity City. She has to walk all the way home.
It sounds like y'all are ending, but I'm just popping in to give you a 15-minute warning.
Yeah. So
we just had incredible timing.
yeah,
Like we just
because this is literally the end. Let's hear some epilogue stuff for your characters. I guess, what does the rest of the night look like for the weekend pals?
I think we all end up eating at Plenty's together, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you put us in a Denny's parking lot at 3 a.m. What else are we gonna do, Connor?
After a big fight, oh yeah, the skateboard competition.
Yeah, Lancer is gonna ask Copper out on a date so he can properly finish his contract.
Before he loses that super strength. I love that.
I think because this is a one shot, the power of this moment will cause Copper to use her moment of truth. And all the aliens just show up.
And you go on like the best, most like high metal date ever.
Yeah, it's like a great date. She'll use her moment of truth to make the perfect date.
I love that.
Oh,
That's very good.
Fractal is just eating macaroni and cheese out of a trough with a boat oar as a spoon.
I love that. Yeah.
please have much fun.
That is the only serving size that they have is like trough count, I think.
Yeah, that's a small.
Yeah, the trough is the small. I love and hate Plenty so much. I want to go there now, though. Like I do.
Marty really excitedly ordered a lot of food, and then he's just sitting there looking at it like, I cannot ingest this, but I want to be a part of this experience.
That's incredible.
Lancer will pick up the bill for Marty. Don't worry.
Yeah, Texama has this as a part of their operational
Yeah,
budget.
it's in my expense report. Don't worry.
I love that. I love that times 1,000. Okay, so then I guess it sounds like that's the end. Is like the final frame is like of this issue of Infinity City is like you all. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta get the song in.
But it's not. It's. I just need to write one more sentence. Stop.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'll stall. I got this. So thank you again for joining our very first stream here on this 48-hour stream in order to raise funds for reproductive choice. If you go back, we're actually going to be we're donating through Tiltify. It's going to be Marathon for Choice, funding Texas Choice at this point right now. We are almost at $500 right now. We're at 440-ish, and our next goal is going to be $694.20 because we're all children, and it's going to be $69,420.
Nice. It's a good number.
So keep donating. We've like literally our first stream, we've already broken our very first goal. This is the next channel, the next game. It's gonna have a lot of pressure on them right now too. So
I know,
right? Yeah. Last but not least, does anybody want to share like their social medias where they can find them, anything like that, any sort of things that you want to plug? Let's plug them now so everybody can find where you're at.
Yeah, do
Yeah,
plugs.
sure.
Also, shout out to JPG for being honorary organizer here.
Yeah,
Josie, thank you so
Huge
much.
shout
JPG
outs.
is
And huge shout outs to
arguably the
Connor
most
for
professional of us.
taking
Yeah.
on the very first game of the stream. I know the
Yeah.
opening act is a hard one, but this was
Oh,
great.
I
This
just
was-
knew that if I made a big enough disaster, I could make everyone else look good.
I think we started off with good energy.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so who wants to push like social medias or where they can find them? Just raise your hands and we'll go through.
I don't want to.
Oh.
Sorry,
No,
you go
go
first,
ahead.
Nika.
No,
I don't want to promote too much of my own stuff, but if you liked hearing Connor and JPG, over in Infinity City, we are currently running Eastwind, which is an all AAPI miniseries canonical to our main feed. The third episode just dropped today, and it's amazing, and both of them are amazing, and I appreciate them very much. And you should go listen to that after this 48-hour stream is over.
All right.
Yeah, you can hear more of Lancer. Like, that's literally
Yes.
Yeah, this is about Lancer and his other team. So definitely check that out.
All right.
My social media is Smiley Rosie with 4 Ys. I'd love to collab and do more things like this with all of you for good causes, but I don't want to spend too much time talking about me because this isn't about me, it's about us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My social medias are at gomisart. You can find all my art there. I do commissions, I do merch. I'm going to put some new stickers and pins on my Etsy soon. And I only have like 5 of my newest comic album left as physical copies on Etsy. Get that if you want to read about queer werewolves.
Oh.
Dope. All right.
Highly recommend commissioning Nika. They have a quick turnaround, reasonable pricing, and do great art.
Yay.
Awesome.
You can find me on social media at SpeakerJPG. Yeah, so you can follow me for all like any sort of consulting needs you guys want. If you guys ever want to start a podcast, a Twitch stream, an actual play, anything like that, that's what I actually do for our community. So let me know.
Yeah, everyone, please follow JPG. Like, he's the best. Like, honestly.
Retweet.
Aw, thank you.
Kemma, yeah, do you have anything that you want to plug?
I started streaming about a month ago at It's Them Kem on Twitch. I just got associate, so I can make little emotes now. So that's cool.
Hey,
Awesome.
congratulations!
Thank you.
Very cool.
You can find me on Twitter at FaveThemKem. I was explaining earlier, I made that tagline way earlier in life. It's not a promise. It's not a statement. It's just a tagline. I can't be everyone's favorite, but I could be if you want me to.
It's aspirational.
Let's
and
make
I
it
think
happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a goal.
That, yeah. I can't imagine anything more worth working for. All right, let's hear Rose's song.
Oh, Rose, I'm so
stream.
excited
I
for
don't have
this.
accompaniment for this one, and I have to read out of my book. And I'm gonna read every name that donated this round. But it's gonna feel a little unnatural at one point when I just start listing names. Okay.
Do
So
it.
this is from the perspective of my alien that I just played. So there's something about Earth. From the bustling town to the underground, they don't know what they're worth. But there's always a way when you've got Dana, Alex, Jason, Erica, Drew, Elliot, Kat, and Faye. These vampire things are pretty strong, but you're stronger. And these skaters can go pretty fast, but you'll last longer. We may be stupid kids, taking all the fall for the rest of the world, but I'm liking what this is. Yeah, I like my life as a human girl, 'cause there's something about the chaos and the order of this human race. I thought that I'd never fit in, but I think I finally found my place.
Oh my god.
That
Holy
was
shit.
adorable.
Good.
Absolutely
Rose.
amazing.
Holy Christ, that was
So
amazing.
good.
You just
for
whipped that together in a
donating.
few hours, huh?
while playing.
I am in awe of all of you.
This was incredible. Oh my god. I'm so happy we did this. Yeah. So okay, so Josie, what do we do next?
We're just gonna wrap this up. We're gonna take a short break, and next up we have Matt from the Crow Codex running Slayers, which is Monster Hunter, basically. Gonna fight some cool beasties. And that's gonna be a couple hours, and then after that we have a Fire Emblem voice acting stream, I believe is the one after that.
Oh shit.
Cool.
So yeah, thank you all of you for participating. Thank you, Connor, for running. Thank you, JPG, for shouting out. Thank you, Rose, for singing. Holy crap.
Anytime, friends.
Good job, you guys.
You just let me know.
All right.
And yeah, we will see all of you in a few minutes.
All right. Have fun with all the streams, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
Those all sound so awesome.
Bye.